Last session as per usual. So, you guys are currently in Yartar. Go over to the overland map. After leaving Tribor, you'd received quite a few quests from some of the survivors from the attack. And a lot of those quests seem to be eastbound. You guys had learned that Fire Giant's attack was somewhat unexpected this far west. So you have known, you have heard that there has been known to be some Fire Giant activity further to the east here. So you're headed to Everlunda around that area to hand in some quests. And you've stopped by Yartar. As you've come to Yartar, you've just stopped by a tributary of the Desserin River to refill your water skins when you'd found that the water was fouled. Not only that, there was this strange cocoon that you'd found being circled by giant vultures, which you bore from the water, and you discovered that there was a nobleman stuck inside the cocoon who has some sort of skin condition. This man is named Arten Rosolio, and he tells you that his mother is a wealthy noble of Yartar, and that if you take him home, you'll be rewarded. When you guys went into Yartar to hand him over to his mother scolded him, and she was not too happy with his appearance. He was told to go wash up. Meanwhile, Lady Rosolio, she offered you guys a job. Basically, find out who has done this to her son. She believes that she has some enemies. There seems to be a little bit of political unrest in Yartar at the moment as well. So she offered you 500 gold pieces if you can find out who has done this to her son. Another 500 if you can recover a family heirloom that he had lost. This necklace engraved with a stylized letter R for Rosolio. So he's lost that amulet. So 500 for finding the amulet, 500 for finding who did this to him. I'll just summarize some of the information that you guys got as well. So, Arten's mother's name is Dezelia Rosolio. She's the head of the house. And you also learn that Arten has a couple of siblings, and that she seems to hold the older two children in the family in much higher regard than young Arten. And also Arten, he had quite a fuzzy memory of what happened to him. He just remembers that he was getting ready to go out. He's a bit of a socialite, but then that's the last thing that he can recall. He did sort of, as his memory was coming back to him, he mentioned something about a golden goose, and just as you're about to get him home, he coughed up this token, a golden goose token, which you later learned is a gambling chip for the casino. There is a water-borne casino that rolls up and down the Desserin River, leaves at night, returns the next morning, because gambling is actually illegal in Desserin. In the Desserin Hills area, and also Yartar. So this golden goose token, I'll show you guys that. Where did I put that? Oh, okay. The wooden chip with a stylized golden goose on it. So Arten did remember that there was also some woman involved with whatever happened that night. And she had black hair and a gorgeous purple dress, and he can't remember her name. Also Lady Rosolio believed that perhaps the Hands of Yartar had something to do with this. The Hands of Yartar being an all-female group of thieves that exist here in Yartar. And you've just stepped out of the manor now to do some investigating. So I'm going to say that Lily and Roderick, they just head off to do their own investigating. You guys had also taken Kemid with you. He's this sly-looking elf. He seems to just sort of blend in with the shadows around him. He definitely seems like a bit of a roguish type. He has a short sword and a light crossbow, and he wears just some plain clothes, which you're pretty sure conceals some sort of light armor. And so he's just sort of suggested that if you want to try and find the hand of Yartar, look for a questionable woman in a dank place, basically. Look for a rough type. So he tells you a little bit about Yartar. He explains some of the locales. As you've all stood out of the manor here, the first thing you see in front of you is this bustling marketplace, and people are selling all sorts of wares. It's later in the afternoon, and people cry out and compete with one another. Mostly it's trinkets, mundane items, as well as perfumes, oils, and fine spices. Yartar itself, it's a decent-sized locale, and it's sort of split into two different sections. There is, it's fortified. It sits on the bank of the Desserin River. There's like a walled citadel on the western bank, and then this area in which you're in is on the eastern bank. So it's inside, sort of up on a little sort of raised hill, and this is like the center of town. Yartar is sort of much bigger than this. It's a major river port, so they export and import goods up and down the Desserin River. From Yartar, the Desserin River actually goes all the way down to Waterdeep. So, Kemet just sort of gives you a rundown. You're standing out the front of Rosolio Manor, and he points to this large building which is quite close. This is the Water Baron's hold. My master and the Water Baron, they have had much conflict. People want to see her put out of politics. They want to see her thrown out into the river. They do not agree with her ways. But I am not one to discuss politics. I am merely guiding you to the locales of Yartar. If you head southwest from here, that will take you to the docks. That is where you'll find Golden Goose Casino if you so wish. Of course, we have the market here as well. If you're looking for mundane items, this is the place to shop. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. They even sell equipment if you want weapons or armor. I'm sure with a little bit of searching you can find a limited supply of those items. There is a blacksmith in town as well. Whatever you cannot find at the market in terms of arms and armor, I'm sure you'll get there. Now, there is an alleyway as well. It is a place where questionable people will find themselves. People will sleep in the gutters when they do not have a roof over their head. And that gives birth to miscreants. Other opportunists also hang around these darkened alleyways. It is known as Thorn Lane. Be careful you do not prick yourself when you go there. On the end of a bandit's dagger, that is. Of course, there is the tomb of the founding fathers of Yartar. Nothing that much interests me, I'm afraid. I only believe in the now, not what has passed or fallen. And of course, a popular haunt for locals is the Wink and Kiss. I often find myself there, sampling a fine whiskey or two. On my day off, that is. Although they are rare. That is enough information for you, I believe, to get you started. I am merely accompanying you. However, if you do wish my guidance, I am happy to give it to you. I only want to find out what happened to young Master Arton, just as much as you do and his mother does.
Of course. I believe that our best bet is to go and look at the yes.
Look at the what?
Cause the casino, the Golden
Yes.
Goose.
Yeah, I think so too. The casino. I mean, we found him in the river. There is a casino ship in his stomach for no reason. And that's the last place that he remembers.
There may be a slight problem at the moment, friend. The casino, it does not take on guests until late in the evening.
Ah. Well, I suppose that we can look around in the market and possibly go to the Wink and Kiss. Maybe find some more information.
Of course,
Okay.
whatever you wish. Lead the way.
Let's see if we can find some diamonds. Exchange what we have, maybe.
That is not a bad idea.
If you wish to peruse the markets, I will wait by the manor. When you are finished, come and get me. I care not for shopping.
All right.
Emma just stands somberly next to the manor with his arms behind his back, stands up quite straight. And he nods at you guys as you walk away. Zindra also, she's hurting a lot and she's just sort of stumbling around. I'm gonna secure us a room for the night in that inn.
All right.
And she points to the Wink and Kiss.
Did we
Good idea.
did we get our longbow +1 back from her?
You guys found it you got it in the river, right? She died, so.
Yeah, well, we picked it up.
Okay.
And then she sort of stands there like, and, well, just sort of expecting you guys to give her some coins.
Did we not give you some coin before?
Pretty sure you did already took it off the party loot. We just never put it back on.
For the
If we took it off
accommodation?
her. No, so didn't she charge us for her guiding?
Yeah, but she's like saying for the room. She's gonna go secure you guys' rooms.
How much do you think the room will be?
Well, I'm not sure. It couldn't be more than a couple of gold for all of us.
Here, I'm gonna hand her 5 gold.
What?
This
No
is
way.
more than enough. I'll get the finest rooms they have.
Good.
She should pay for the rooms.
Thank you. And then she heads on in to secure some accommodations for you guys. And then she just sort of ignores you, Ander, as well. She gives you a bit of a piercing glance, and then she heads off.
Right, so diamonds. Let's see if we can find some.
We have these rubies. Do we need these rubies in our inventory? Can we exchange it for diamonds?
I would say that in the gems that we have at the moment, it can be exchanged.
Okay. Let's exchange everything we can for diamonds. We'll need those. She just used up our 3 that we had.
We'll see how many diamonds are in the city, because we probably have more gems than to give than diamonds to get.
Oh, okay. I see.
Usually, but we'll see.
Okay, you guys head into the market, and people are trying to sell you all sorts of things. We have fresh spices from Cholt, my friend. Fine oils from Baldur's Gate. Paper birds for sale. Fresh off the press in Waterdeep. People are selling all sorts of things. The first thing you notice is everything is marked up.
I'm gonna cast guidance.
150% of the usual price for most items here.
I'm not going to be doing much other than watching over us now that I heard that there's thieves about or there's a guild, and I'll be watching sharply so no one picks our pockets, and I'll be casting guidance on myself.
Okay, guidance lasts for a minute. So, when do you
I'll try to
cast
keep it up.
You just keep
I'll
casting
try to
over
keep it
and
up.
over?
Yeah, I'll just keep. I'm not going to be doing any talking or anything. I'm just going to be more observing and casting guidance on myself.
Okay. You stand there and continue to cast spells then, and it actually attracts the attention of one of the city guards. And
Are we not allowed to cast in here?
And he comes over and he sort of asks you, "What are you doing?"
I pray to my God. What are you doing?
"I'm patrolling these streets and I see you casting spells repeatedly. What is the meaning of this?"
I ask guidance from my God. Do you not do that?
"Take it into a church. No loitering here. If you want to go pray, go find a chapel that you can pray to. I'll not have you casting spells in the street repeatedly. You're going to scare people. And also, you're disrupting the peace.
I see. Okay.
Move along before you
try
find
it.
yourself slapped with a 2 gold piece fine."
I'll do my best to not cast spells in the city.
He nods, and then he keeps on patrolling by.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome.
All right, Norin, you go over into the marketplace, and you're looking for a gem merchant, right?
Correct.
All right, you find this old lady who wears a sarong over her head, and she has all these different sort of colored garbs on, and she looks like she's from somewhere far to the south, maybe Kalimshan, and she has some gems for sale. She has this sort of throw at the back of a colorful market stall, and the gems are just sort of stuck to this throw, and yeah, you sort of think that perhaps anyone could easily just like snag some of these gems. In fact, you're surprised that someone is just selling gemstones like this out in an open marketplace. But the lady seems quite confident in what she's doing. "Yes, friend, you've come to sample my gems. Oh, they are so exquisite. In fact, I once sold some of my gems to one of the pashas, Kalimshan."
Ah, I do not know where that is.
"It's far from this place, friend. But don't worry. I've done all the hard work and I've imported the gemstones up here, so good people like yourselves can admire them and purchase them, of course."
Well, that is good luck for me then. Do you perhaps have any diamonds for sale?
"Of course. What would a gem merchant be without diamonds? The most lustrous
much
gem
of-
of all.
Not much of a gem merchant, I'm afraid.
Perhaps you're
What about-
looking to make a ring for a special someone?"
Not so much. Just looking for diamonds for a spell.
I see. Of course. How many are you after, friend?
How many do you have?
More than you can afford.
Alright, before I keep haggling here, we have 500 GP worth of rubies and then another 150 worth of emerald right on top of that. How much diamond are we looking to buy here? Just replace the 300 that we lost? Or
I think you
Right.
can never get
All
enough
of it.
diamonds. Yeah.
All of it. 600 gold worth.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
Let's examine the merchandise.
Who's with Norin? Or is it just Norin? Or anyone going with him?
I'm sorry, I thought we were all.
Okay.
I have enough gold to purchase 600 gold worth of diamonds. Do you have that much?
600 gold worth. I'm shocked that you possess such wealth. You're paying in gold pieces, correct?
In gemstones, actually.
Oh, that is much different then, isn't it, friend? Of course, I'll need to inspect the gems, and there'll be a commission as well.
Well, that is okay. And then I'll take out all 5 rubies and 2 of the emeralds.
So is it 100 GP rubies, and how much are the emeralds?
50 GP apiece.
Okay. She just sort of holds her hands out, and there's just like a blank table with a throw over it. You put the gemstones down, and she takes out this glowing gemstone and sits it next to yours, and then she pulls out a looking glass and she inspects them carefully. Yes. I can give you 400 gold pieces worth of diamonds for the lot.
Oh, that is
That's a 200 gold loss.
that's slightly less than what I was hoping for.
Well then, friend, I suggest you shop elsewhere. You'll find no other gem merchant in Yartar. He
How
smiles.
much then leaving the gems on the table. How many of these would we have to give up for just 300 gold worth of diamonds?
I'll take 4 of the rubies and 1 of the emeralds.
Do it.
I'll look to the rest of the party.
Do it.
All right.
We're just
It
getting
is a
raped.
deal. Yeah, it's not the best deal, but we'll take what we can get at this point.
Of course. And she pulls out this little globe-shaped, silver-colored pot with some sort of unguent in it. And you see some diamonds. She actually only has 5 100 GP diamonds hanging on the throw. And she takes a little bit of this unguent and just sort of rubs it over the diamonds, and they come straight off of the rug or the throw, like the hanging sort of display. And then she places your diamonds down, 400 GP worth of diamonds, and she takes the other ones, and then she reaches under the counter and she sort of messes with your gems, and then she puts them up on the wall throw, and they just stick straight to the wall.
That's a neat trick.
Yes. I'm not so reckless as to leave gemstones in a dangerous place where there are known thieves for the taking.
I knew it.
Very wise. Can I
look
examine the diamonds to
Suspicious.
see if I can tell if they're real?
You can make an investigation check, Thomas, and yeah, I'm not sure how well you'd be able to do that. So we'll see.
Not very.
Oh, there's a way.
Yeah, you, Thomas, at the moment, you couldn't tell if it was real or fake. But the old lady,
There's-
she does sort of smile. Oh, I can assure you these are all genuine gemstones. The reason why they're on display so openly is because I have a special glue that not even the most powerful barbarian could free these gems from this wall.
I'll grab the diamonds. One of them, I'm gonna try to smash it with my my weapon, and
So you
also
just put it on the ground and hammer it?
Yep.
All right.
See if it breaks.
Some people like around the area, they just look shocked as you do this, and you sort of hit one of the diamonds and it just shatters.
Well,
Can I ask you, what are you doing, Andor?
Well, diamonds are extremely hard. I don't know why this one shot her.
They are hard,
Has he
but they are
smashed it?
brittle.
What in the world? Well, I mean, I suppose we'll need diamond dust for something later, but shit. Alright, hold on.
You
And I'll
can
scoop up the diamond dust.
you can recover 80 GP worth. A lot of it, bits of it sort of just
Oh.
turned into little shards and dust. They're just sort of scattered on the dirty ground.
Okay, so
And-
80
we need
GP
another.
worth of
We
diamond
need
dust.
another one. We need another gold. We don't have enough for our spell now.
You see,
We'll
like,
need to get another 100 gold
Let's
worth.
keep stuff away from Ander from now.
it's 300
Yeah,
GP
it's gonna
for
axe without
Revivify,
checking.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to try to get another 100 GP, another diamond if she has.
But you've got enough for the spell.
We have one ruby left and then 2 emeralds.
Yeah, because
So-
I made didn't we make the deal for 300 worth for?
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you got
for
400
rubies and
GP
more.
worth of diamonds.
Oh, I mean that's fine.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Oh,
if we
okay.
got 400 for
No,
450.
it was 300. It was 300 definitely.
Huh?
Okay.
So we do need another one.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
try to bargain another one.
Whoa.
Good lady, what is your name? We might be coming to you again.
Well, we're here now, so she's got another one.
Well, I mean, when we come back through Yartar, possibly, but
Are you buying your gemstones with gold pieces?
We have 2 rubies. No, we have 1 ruby worth 100 gold pieces, and
We're not
2
gonna be able-
emeralds, each worth.
how much is it for 100 GP diamond? If we pay,
I'll take 1 ruby and 1 emerald.
Oh.
all right, here you go.
Okay.
I'll give her the last ruby and one of the emeralds.
Okay.
Perfect.
He does the same thing with the unguent.
I'll take the diamonds, by the way, and I'll put them in my pouch.
Yeah, I figured.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I'm gonna tie my pouch and put it on the inside of my belt, and put my hand over it as we're walking.
Okay. Other people try to sell you all sorts of things. I have rare spices, friend. Looking for a bit of a change of cuisine. These spices are from Little Kalimshan, Baldur's Gate. You'll find nothing more authentic, even so much as what you'll find in Kalimshan itself. There are other people just selling random trinkets. Halfling fingers, genuine halfling fingers. Don't ask me where I got them. They're lucky.
No, thank you. Is there anything? Is there anything that anyone else wants in terms of just regular gear? I was thinking of picking up a grappling hook.
Sure.
Always useful.
I think Lily might want some summon familiar component.
I think we have. What does she need for find familiar?
It's
It's like 10 or 15 gold.
yeah, it's like 10 GP worth of incense and stuff.
Well, okay, we have some blocks of incense. 15 gold worth in the party loot right now.
Okay,
think
so
we got
Get her another
um,
5 so she can summon 12. Especially if we're going to use it as like a scout or expendable.
Alright, so if you want to buy anything from the PHB, most stuff is available here, but it's marked up 150%.
Jesus. Yeah, I figured. Oh, Yartar.
So a grappling hook is... How much is that usually? Let's take a look. It's...
We can try to sell some stuff. We got some scimitars.
Yeah, a
some
grappling
daggers.
hook would be 2 gold and... Sorry, 3 gold pieces.
Okay. That's small enough.
And it's the reverse is true for selling things, where usually you'd get half the price. You actually only get 25% of the price for things here.
Ah, forget it.
Gross.
It's common for things to be marked up in smaller towns, but you wouldn't expect this in Yartar.
Wonder if something strange is going on. It's causing them to mark up.
I think Norn would probably ask one of the vendors. I'm not sure if this would be impolite or not. Excuse me, but can you tell me why is everything so expensive here?
Alright, you see this Alaskan male who doesn't look like he's shaved in many months, or maybe even showered for that means. Ah, it's that damn water baron. She's been raising the taxes more so and more so, and that puts a strain on the economy. We have to raise our prices to keep up. Sending away all the business. I hope that she gets accosted, thrown out of that Warden Baron's hold. She doesn't deserve the title.
Well, it's a very strong opinion that you have, sir.
I'm sure it'll be shared by every soul in this damn marketplace.
That's good to know.
Why has she raised the taxes so much? Do you know?
Greedy to line her pockets. Now, do you want to buy a Scrimshaw trinket or not? And he's got like a collection of these amulets, necklaces, bracelets, and other ornaments, all carved from Scrimshaw.
Does he have polish for it?
Polish?
Jukebox is trying to find some polish. He wants to be shiny.
Yeah, there's like an oil store. That you can get some like oil if you want to polish yourself.
Excellent.
Let's gonna look over.
Just do that in the privacy of the room.
Hey, I don't need to sleep. You guys do. What I do on my own time is up to me.
All right, you can get some polish for 1 silver piece.
Excellent.
Basically, just oil. Not lantern oil though. It's a different type of oil.
The guy that
Gonna
gave us
feel
the
like a
information, ask him what his least expensive item.
Well, Scrimshaw, my friend. I've got this, and he just takes out this little tiny trinket. It just looks like a little sort of arrowhead. Yeah, what do you think?
It's all right. I mean, I appreciate
It's
the
all
information.
right.
I'd like to do some business.
This is the Jewel of the North, my friend. Can you not see it? And he looks over
Of
to the
course it
north.
is.
Kelvin's Can! And it's supposed to be like a mountain. Kelvin's Can. But it just basically is a triangle made of bone. This will be a silver piece.
Do you want me to check if he's real or not?
No. The point is, you helped us, so appreciate your help, friend, and I'll buy it for a silver piece.
Thank you kindly, friend.
Huh.
All the way from Lake Danish here in Icewind Dale, that is.
I'm sure it is. Bring me good luck, though, I'm sure. I'll put it in my pocket.
Okay, it's just a Scrimshaw trinket. A triangle. Everyone is still trying to just sell you random things. They've got mostly like different bits of adventuring gear that would interest you guys. And there's a few animals for sale.
I'll buy a mouse.
Food stalls.
I'm a good ranger. I'll buy a mouse.
Alright. You can buy a rat. There is
What kind of animals do they have for sale?
they got like beasts of burden, basically horses, mastiff, mules.
How much for a goat?
They don't sell livestock.
How much for a rat?
There's this little halfling selling rats in a cage. Get your rats! Rats for sale! And he's selling them for a silver piece each.
I'll buy one as a silver piece, and I pretend that I'm talking to it like a ranger. Then I grab by the tail, and I give it to Ka.
Ka.
She eats it.
Ka can me. Wait. Alright, you put the rat on the ground for Ka, and Ka likes to sort of hunt for his prey a little bit. And as you drop the rat rolls initiative. Ka goes first.
Oh. Do I need to roll an attack?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, Ka, the rat runs under one of the nearby stalls.
Oh, Cat gets opportunity attacks, doesn't she?
Well, the rat disengages.
Ah, okay.
And runs under a nearby stall, like over towards the inn. And people are just sort of looking shocked that there's this giant snake just like on the ground. Ka's turn.
Cat looks very, she doesn't do well on large crowds.
Alright, Ka just sort of snaps his head forward, and there's this lady selling like some clothes here in the stall, and Ka just goes straight under her stall and snaps up the rat and just swallows it whole. And this lady just screams, "Ah!"
I run to Ka. It's like, Ka, come back. Don't start scaring these nice folks.
Right.
Don't worry, my lady. She's good, I promise.
About a minute later, a member of the town guard comes running. What's going on here? And the lady sort of
seems
pointing.
like you guys have like a
Snake!
rat infestation.
Snake!
My snake was just doing a public service,
That thing's
She
your
was
pet?
just.
It tried to
Yes,
eat
it is.
me! It tried to bite my legs off!
Nonsense. She was chasing a rat.
Hey, listen here, alright? That snake, you can't just let it go and slither around like that for free. Where I'm from, we wouldn't even let it in the town. Now, you've disturbed some of the peace here, my friend, and for that, you're gonna need to pay. That'll be a 2 gold piece fine.
What?
You heard me. Pay up now, or I'll throw you in the jail cell.
Is that the way that you guys treat your guests? We will have a word with this, with Mrs. Rosolio, right? Is that her name?
Yeah, I've heard it all, friend. Now, if you don't like the laws of Yartar, I suggest you find a different city to stir up some trouble in. Now pay up, or you'll be seeing the inside of a jail cell.
Damn. I look at Kai, it's like, you should have eaten it the first time.
And you keep that thing on a leash.
Right, I paid up.
Alright, he takes the 2 gold pieces. Huh. And he just sort of mumbles under his breath. Now go on, move out. So he tries to shoo you away.
Man, what a ripoff.
Where does he put the gold?
Puts it in his coin pouch.
There's personal coin pouch, or
You want to ask him if it's his personal coin pouch?
does it look like it has like
another...
an official stamp on his coin pouch?
No.
Some kind? No?
It's just he's wearing like the livery of Yartar, but it's just a coin pouch like any other.
Alright. Did we get a written citation of some kind?
No.
Huh.
I'm pretty much think that
I'm
this
watching.
guy's super corrupt.
Everybody,
It's pretty
everybody's
common.
suspicious to me.
It's pretty common for that to happen in most towns.
It's also pretty common for soldiers to be drinking at night in the taverns with all this gold quotation marks they make. I'm watching them, Seb. I'm watching.
Perhaps we need to have a talk about having such a large running around in the town. It might be best to keep her close.
Cap is friendly. He doesn't bite
Yes.
nobody.
Well, we know that. You know that. But not everybody in the town will know that.
She only bites people she doesn't like.
Oh, that's
How much longer do we have to stay in this town? I've decided I don't like towns.
Well, maybe we should figure out a course of action so we can not get into more.
Well, we have to wait until the evening for the casino to get back, to get where we can get in. So
How much time do we have to kill?
Maybe
So,
6 hours or so.
oh god.
So maybe we should go to one of these outside town areas, or maybe we should start.
Is there
Looking for
like
more.
a quick side quest we can do of some kind? Perhaps? Something close
we
by?
can keep gathering information. I mean, we could go talk to the Water Baron. We could go to the Wink and Kiss, gather information there.
Alright, let's do it.
Don't forget, there's also Lady Rosolio did think that maybe the Hand of Yartar had something to do with this as well.
And where are they located?
They're a thieves
Hold
guild.
up. But what's a known location? There has to be some kind of dark alley or something that.
If there was a known location, it wouldn't be a thieves guild. It would have been.
No, but not of the headquarters, but like a place or a neighborhood or whatever that is known for having thieves in the streets.
Kem had mentioned a few places.
This way. We could go pick up Kimmett, and he can give us a better idea of where to find these people.
Our scout or our guide?
The elf from Rosolio Manor.
Yeah, he's up over here, leaning against the outside the Rosolia Manor.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
we'll
just
get
been
him.
waiting for you guys to finish shopping.
He didn't want to go shopping or anything. Are we done shopping, by the way?
Think so.
I
Anything
imagine
else?
so.
We got our grappling hook, we got our diamonds, and that's all we wanted, right?
Pretty much.
Alright.
Alright, Kemid, he sort of comes off of the manor and stands up when you guys approach him. So, did you find any representatives from the Thieves Guild while you were there?
No, we just got a fine and a couple warnings.
I did find one.
You were
And
actually
I point
shopping?
to a guard.
I thought you were just, that was a ruse. I thought you were going to investigate. Try and see if you could locate any members of the Hand of Yartar.
Are you sure they're all female?
Yes, I am sure they're all female.
Well, they
It's not
should
like
let
a
that
man
guy.
about town. Perhaps you know where we might find.
Yes, I know a couple of places. The market would be a great location to start searching. But that is not all. There's also the Wink and Kiss. That's a bit of a rough and tumble tavern. And, of course, there is Thorn Lane, as I mentioned before. One of those places. I'm sure there are members of the Hand of Yartar lurking in the shadows. or disguised as just a simple merchant, tool runner, beggar. You live in the shadows, my friend.
I look into the shadows.
Right. Not. That was a metaphor, my friend.
I don't.
What I'm saying is they don't openly proclaim themselves, of course. They're not going to fall into your lap.
All right. Gotcha. Shall we look around for shady females in the shadows?
Kemet just sort of slaps his head again. That's a metaphor.
I believe that the best place to start looking might be the Wink and Kiss. It's close, and
Are we looking for someone in particular, or just anyone?
Shady people.
I'm gonna take my coin and put it in my jeans pocket, except for 2 silver in my coin pouch, and leave that kind of obvious on my belt. Let's walk around and see what happens. Someone see if you can keep an eye on my coin.
Do I still have my short sword on my hip?
Yes.
Okay.
Kemet sort of chuckles. You underestimate the hand of Yartar, friend. They're more than just petty thieves. Pickpockets.
What else? What else are they? Spies? A network of spies?
They have a very lucrative
Assassins?
enterprise.
And where do they get all this coin?
Of course, they will have assassins in their ranks. Elaborate heists.
If they're so lucrative, where do they gain all their wealth from?
I do not understand the inner workings of the thieves' guilds. I'm sure they have their ways. But
I must find out.
I don't think you want to become a victim of the hand of Yartar, my friend.
A victim? Who said victim? I start laughing.
Oh, the way your friend there puts a couple of silver pieces in his coin pouches in the hopes that he'll get pickpocketed.
Don't try to understand Thomas. Thomas doesn't understand himself. Don't judge, my friend.
Yeah.
To the shadows.
Well, maybe we could have a conversation in the marketplace and talk about this fist-sized gemstone that we have in. And go back and wait.
Well, I believe that anybody that saw Ender's display in the market will probably think that we are filthy fucking that we can just, destroy diamonds like that.
Yeah. I scratch my head. Yeah, that was my intention.
Of course.
To display power.
It's a power move.
Alright, so you guys want to look in the markets?
Let's do it.
Alright, you guys go back into the markets and night begins to fall. And you're keeping your eye out for a female that looks like she could sort of be a member of the Thieves Guild. So everyone make an investigation check. Alright, Andy, you're just going around and you're like observing this person and you're like watching them for like a good hour, observing everywhere they go, all the different market stalls, and then you're like quite convinced this is the hand of Yartar, and Dukebox tags along with you for this, and you're like, hey guys, I think I got him, and you're just like, it's like a dude. It's just like this decrepit-looking bearded
Just a
old
dude
man.
with long hair.
Yeah.
Just a dude with long hair.
It's a dude with long hair. He turns around.
I've fallen for it.
Can I help you,
man.
friend? What can I help you with? And
Dude, Box, I saw you totally checking him out. So embarrassing.
I've totally done that.
he was a curvy old man. But alright, meanwhile, Norin and Thomas, yeah, you guys are noticing quite a few questionable looking women around, some sorry types, and Than, you've also got your eye on this beggar. Now, there is this lone woman. She looks a little bit too well fed and a little bit too sharp eyed. She seems to be quite focused on observing passerbys more than begging. You can tell every time someone walks past and she begs, her eyes trail them for as far as she can see.
Interesting. I go up to Norin. I let him know quietly that the beggar over yonder is not a beggar. There's more to it.
She wears a black cloak over her head, concealing much of her face, and she has many layers on of tattered looking robes.
Now what?
It's a good question.
I have a feeling this is going to cost us whatever we do.
Well, we can walk by her and I can ask you something like, we need to find some place to unload all these gems.
To what end?
To attract them.
And then?
It flies with honey.
All right. Everybody follow Thomas's lead. We got this.
I'm not very good at doing this.
Alright, so I guess when we get about 10 yards away, I'll say something to Norin, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully we can find some place to unload all these gems quickly. I don't like... I want to get rid of them and move on.
Yes, all of these gems. They need to go.
Alright, both of you make deception checks as you walk by her.
Jesus.
Yep, that's about right.
Oh, deception, you said.
Alright, we got 25 there, Thomas, with your first roll. And so you guys just sort of mill about in the market, two of you.
I don't want to make it too obvious and linger. I think we just keep walking by and maybe we should go clean our gear or something in our room and see if anything happens in it. See if anyone comes to visit.
All right.
All right, as you guys are walking around there, let me just take a look at something here. Okay, there are a few animals going by, a couple of mules, and something spooks one of the mules as you're walking by this like ceramic plate stool, and the mule kicks the plates and they shatter around, and this woman sort of bumps into you, Thomas, and before you know it, like before you realize that she's actually bumped into you, she's already sort of headed towards this alley. But Norin, you spot her cutting Thomas's pouch.
I kind of hit him on the shoulder. She just cut you a purse there.
And she quickly makes
Stop,
her way
thief!
into a nearby alley. And she just starts sprinting.
Ah, shit.
We chase.
It's 2 silver. Yeah, fine. Let's chase.
Okay,
Oh,
you guys go for a run and chase after her, and the city watch, they
Yeah.
They don't respond by the time you guys have, this all happens very quickly. So you're not sure like how long they take to respond. You can imagine it's at least a couple of minutes. You guys chase after her, and then she just sort of runs into this darkened alleyway.
Sweet.
And she sort of just stops in the middle of the alley, you guys chasing her. And she turns around to face you all, her face still concealed by her cowl.
That wasn't very nice of you.
She just sort of is looking at the ground. Please. I need the coin. I'm sorry. There's no need to get any guards involved in this, says.
How much did she steal?
2 souls.
How much?
And as you're peering into the shadows, she's like barely visible, quite dark. In fact, those of you without dark vision, you don't even see her unless you pull out a light source.
Yeah, I'm pulling out a torch immediately.
Toss a little light on my.
Okay, your light just illuminates her image down the alleyway. And then she sort of comes forward and she just hands out the silver pieces. I'm sorry, sir. Please don't tell the City Watch about this. And she just gives you the coins back.
Let's make a deal. How about we don't say anything as long as you give us some information that we're seeking?
Huh? Like what?
I'd like to make contact with the hand. Perhaps you can help us.
What? I'm not a member of the Hand of Yartar. What are you saying? I'm
Sounds
just
like
a common
you'd be more afraid of getting in trouble with them than the
street thief.
Well, you'd be in big trouble if you were just a regular and trying to pickpocket in their streets. The guards would be the least of your troubles for us to call for.
Dan, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
I don't know nothing about no Thieves Guild, and I just need to feed my kids.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can keep the coin if you'll make some inquiries for us. Spread the word that we're looking to talk to someone from the hand. Surely you can do that.
Well, perhaps I do know a thing or two, but 2 silver, well, that's not gonna cut it, is it?
What'd you have in mind?
Couple of platinum, at least.
I'll go start looking for the guards, and I'll walk away.
Alright, as you start looking for the guards, then out of the shadows surrounding you come a couple of robed and cloaked female figures. And then this
Found
woman,
'em.
she also sort of throws her robe off and she pulls out 2 scimitars. Oh, we don't need to go anywhere, she says.
We don't need to get violent here.
They call
Honestly, we
me
are just
Scimitar Sally.
looking-
Do you know why?
Probably because you have
'Cause you like
scimitars, right?
That's right.
And
I have
your name
scimitars.
is Sally.
Yes. No. They call me that because... Oh, yes, you got it right the first time.
Ah,
Now,
They
I'm
call
not
me
saying
Phoenix
I'm a member of the Hand of Yartar, but I may know some things, and if you're asking the right questions and paying the right prices, well, this could end one of 2 ways. You pay me, and I tell you what you want to know, or I cut your throat before you can get a chance to call for the guards. You notice
How about this?
a third roguish type appear behind her.
We have some questions about Artin Rosolio. Something that may have happened to him.
She holds out the coin pouch. 2 platinum.
But
We offer something better than coin, and that surely it can't be good for business to have calamity befall the town. So we help make that go away. It's good for your business. It's good for everybody.
You have nothing that can help me, friend. Now that you've seen me, I do hope we can do business. So pay up the 2 platinum. All my friends here, all I have to do is give them the word. A little bit of thieves' cant, and, well, one of my friends over here, her name...
Don't be a fool.
...is Throwing Dagger Tharissa. Do you know why?
Probably because she has throwing daggers and their name is Theresa. Correct?
Yes.
I'm the
They
pretender.
call me
he's not
Wild
scared.
Magic Thomas because weird shit happens.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm not scared. I'm casually gonna cast Good Berry and offer 1 to her.
Alright, when you start to cast a spell, they all pull out hand crossbows and point them at you.
Relax. It's just I get hungry in negotiation.
And
Yeah, I don't think they're going to trust anything you give them for food right now.
Scimitar Sally looks at you all. You're not from Yartar, are you? There wouldn't be someone so foolish in Yartar to seek out the hand of Yartar openly. So tell me now what this is about.
What I was trying to tell you earlier, but you kept demanding the coin first.
Make a persuasion check, Norin.
Oh, I'm great at these.
I see this is going nowhere. Right.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold on.
Here. And I'll just pull out 2 platinum.
Oh, God.
Oh, I hate this town.
Ugh.
I mean,
Take out some cock and right sucker on his foot.
it's just coin.
She takes it.
These fools, do they think we're defenseless?
Well, if we can avoid killing people or getting killed, that's the better.
Yes.
She smiles at you, and you notice she has a nasty scar that runs from her hairline to her upper lip, sort of twists her mouth in this perpetual scowl as she sort of comes into the light. So, now we can talk. You've made it worth my time, at least. And then she does a signal in Thieves' Cant, and the other rogues, they disappear.
Alright.
What's this about then? Why are you seeking out the hand of Yartar? You obviously don't have a death wish.
Artin Rosolio. Something has happened to him. And we need information on where his whereabouts the last couple of days. Possibly longer than that.
Artin Rosolio?
Yes.
Don't know what you're talking about. You mean the young Rosolio boy? What would the hand of Yartar care about him?
Well, he is a young noble. Probably has more money than he knows what to do with.
He was out carousing and kind of got rolled, I think. We're not interested in that. We're interested in what happened to him. We don't care if a fool is parted with it.
I'm not one to mince words, and I'll tell you now that we were not involved with anything that happened to Lord Arden. Fact.
Do you have information of what happened to him?
There has been many disappearances of nobles of late. There must be some sort of organization involved. Maybe Centarum. Maybe the Harpers. Maybe another faction. He looks over at Ander.
What? Ours? No way. We're friendly people, I think.
What can you tell us about the Golden Goose? The riverboat casino.
The place where fat nobles go to spend good coin. Waste it down the drains. That's what I know. Now, are we done here?
Hardly worth 2 platinum.
There's a couple more things here.
You're asking questions that are leading to dead ends.
Can you get us inside the casino? Is that too difficult?
Sure, we could just walk in.
I care not for helping you. I'm here to give you some information, and my time is limited. Now, if you don't have any further questions to ask me, I'll take my leave.
We are also looking for an amulet. It has the Rosolio crest on it. The young Lord Arden. Well, he lost his. And apparently, it is very valuable.
Well, I'm sure he lost it at the Golden Goose. Those nobles, pompous nobles, they don't know when they're in over their head.
Has she been telling the truth all this time?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Yep, she seems pretty straightforward when she speaks to you. You don't sense any deception.
Okay.
Jukebox has one more question. What's she doing for dinner?
She looks at you. Your little contraption here speaks?
Oh, I can do more than speak, love. I come with attachments.
Oh.
Well, if you have no further questions to ask, goodbye.
Would we be able to contact you again for other things, possibly?
I think not.
I love you!
He disappears into the shadows.
Well,
Kemet comes walking in straight afterwards. You did not ask her about the lady in purple that Master Arten recalled. Who is this lady? She is the last known person to see him.
Sluts change clothes, bro. I'm sure there's more than one woman in the world with a purple dress.
well, maybe if you had been here to help us ask questions, Kimid.
I am merely accompanying you. You're being paid to do the job for Lady Rosolio. I'm merely observing, making sure you don't get yourselves killed.
Well, I guess we just forgot to ask.
Yeah, let's review what we're trying to find out.
Night grows late, friend. If you wish to get access to the Grand Dame, now is the time. However, not so simple to just simply waltz aboard the Grand Dame. Only wealthy guests are invited.
Yeah, I don't look wealthy at all.
I've got it. Let's go polish me. I can look rich.
Well, you can look as rich as you want, but if you fail, the guards will not let you aboard. There are other ways, of course. Just simply try to sneak on. You could pose as a worker. There are a number of cooks, servers, and escorts that frequent the ship.
Do the members of the Harpers have any privileges to this boat?
Oh. So you're a Harper?
No, just asking a question.
The Harpers, they're not the sort of people that the casino owners want aboard their ship, my friend.
Understood.
I can play music.
I can play the lute.
I will try to sneak it.
I don't even know what quest are we on, by the way. I'm completely lost.
The quest, it's not listed in the quest folder.
That'll probably do it. That's probably.
I did give you guys a full summary of what's happening at the start of the session. I'll reiterate. You've been paid 500 gold pieces to find out what happened to Artin Rosolio, and 500 gold pieces to try and recover his family heirloom.
And so far it's cost us 20 gold pieces for nothing. Okay.
Well, we did not ask the right questions, so I suppose we should figure out how we're going to get on board of this place in a hurry.
So we need to, part of the quest is to recover his emblem, right? That's priority, pretty much? Or
We're finding out what happened.
If we can find out what happened to him, then that will probably lead us to the amulet.
A member of the City Watch comes running. This is like only about 5 minutes after the robbery. You there? You're the ones who called thief.
Yeah, we chased her, but she was too fast.
Well, stay safe. Watch your coin pouches. There are many opportunistic people about at night in Yartar. I suggest you stay out of the shadows of alleyways.
Of course.
Okay.
Alright, well, is there anything else you need?
Do you know anything about the beautiful woman that dresses in purple?
Nice.
I don't know if he knows.
Yeah.
Perhaps I do.
Really?
yeah, when he talks.
Is he like holding his hand out and like rubbing his thumb against his fingers?
He's contemplating. What's this about then?
We are on a job for Lady Rosolio. And this woman in purple is a person of interest.
Oh? Is this about the missing nobles? The disappearances?
Yes.
Lady in purple. It might be Lady Italia. She always dresses in purple. A young noblewoman. She always frequents the Grand Dame.
What can you tell us more about these novels that have been missing? Any, besides being novels, anything else they share in common? Age.
The only thing that they have in common, friend. We've been investigating it for many, many weeks now. We've turned up nothing. Seems to be a random attack, but targeted at nobles.
So,
Where did the attack
woman, man, young, old, any type of noble.
They seem to be young males.
Young males.
But there are a female or two as well. And, well, we've not found a single person that has gone missing.
Where do they go missing from, generally? Is there a common area? Or boat?
You see, the young nobles, a lot of them are socialites. They go out carousing during the night. And they just never return home. They often don't tell their parents where they're going either.
This lady Italia, is that the name you said? Is she the one that dresses in purple?
Yes, but she's a noble. There's no way she had anything to do with the disappearances. Are you concerned for her?
It's
Yes,
a
that's
possibility.
what we want to keep our eye on her. Keep her safe.
Well, she's often frequenting the Grand Dame.
Yeah.
If she's so
Is it-
well known by name, why would we not be told her name instead of just purple dress?
Well, it's because that is all that Artin remembered.
Yeah, Lord Arten, he couldn't remember her name. His memory was fuzzy of the whole event.
Good sir, is there any way for the guard to be able to get us on the Grand Dame?
We don't have any jurisdiction there. Lord Dryland has his own guards, and once they're on the Desserin River, well, they're no longer part of Yartar. They're no longer under the jurisdiction of our tough laws.
Do you know where we can find one of his guards?
The guards? Of course. The Grand Dame. Where else would they be?
All roads point to the Grand.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Now, can you give me a description of this pickpocket?
Yeah,
Dark
she was-
clothing. Hides in the shadows. Very fast.
She was a dwarf.
And he stops like taking any notes. You tell him that she was a dwarf. Make a deception check. Don't be coy with me. I understand why you're lying to me. I know a liar when I see one. And you're right to lie to me. Sounds like a member of the Hand of Yartar. You'd best just count your lucky stars that it was just your coin pouch that got cut and not your throat. Now, I suggest you all vacate this alleyway before another one comes back. Takes off a bit more than you would hope.
Of course,
Thank
good
you.
sir.
I'm glad we understand each other.
Thank you for the information. You've been most kind.
He nods, and then he goes about his patrol.
All right. I guess let's head towards the Grand
So-
Dame.
What are the sorry, let's recap. What are the ways we can get on the boat?
I mean, we
You
could
can
bluff our
pretend
way.
you're wealthy.
We can try to
Masquerade as nobles, basically, or
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 try to get
take
on
on.
as like workers, maybe possibly.
how about
Or-
a traveling band? Do you think we get away with that? No, never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple workers. Maybe I can try to get on as someone to tell stories of far.
Great. Thomas and I are definitely not going to bring any attention to ourselves. I'll try to sneak in. I'm not confident that I can deceive people or convince them to let me walk in with a snake.
Kemet looks at you guys. Yes, I can't imagine getting on posing as a noble with that accompanying you. And he points to Duke Borks. And that as well. And he points to Carr. And also, I'll have you know that weapons are not permitted aboard the Grand Dame.
No problem.
Or armor.
We're sneaking in.
Let's put everything in the bag of holding. And Norin can carry it all in. If that's the case.
Well, let's see. Let's scout ahead and let's see what we're dealing with. Maybe we can sneak in. We can avoid.
Yeah, sneaking around's not going to work. Not with me in the group. Sorry. Because once we get in, that's great. But then what?
I think each person should try to get in using what they do best. Like if you can deceive people, maybe try that, and other people can sneak in. They should.
I'll just go lie down with a guide then. I got nothing for that. I got no sneaking abilities and no.
Let's just
Perception.
try to let's try to get on these workers.
Let's see what we're dealing with first.
Maybe
let's
get
scout.
on this. Go. Then we could probably have armor.
Alright,
weapons.
Kemet sort of says to you all, if you wish to go as workers, you must go quickly. They always arrive earlier in the evening, of course, to get set up. Now would be a great time. You need to take off all your armor and weapons. Store them somewhere. You must go quick.
That will probably be the easiest way for me and Thon to get in. Do not know about the rest of you, but I will try.
Surely we can keep a dagger on us for eating and such, right?
If you're going to take a dagger, I suggest you conceal it. The guards are very thorough with their searches, from what I've seen. Or I've been told.
And we're going onto this boat just to get information?
Yeah, seems like all the leads point to the boat.
And it also seems to be a very dangerous place.
Oh, it shouldn't be dangerous, friend.
We're very dangerous people.
You're not
People are
nobles.
disappearing.
I doubt you're going to be a target for whatever is happening here. And the reason why there are no weapons and armor allowed on board is because it is a safe place. There's no need for it. If there is any trouble, the guards will deal with that.
If we put our stuff in our room, will you hang out there and keep?
Certainly, I really was not looking forward to boarding the Grand Dame personally. Something about gambling, it brings back some bad memories for me. I'll be happy to stay with your friend Zindra and watch your stuff.
Is this guy telling the truth all this time? Can I do an insight check?
Sure. Yep, he seems to be telling the truth.
He truly has a gambling problem that he's afraid of.
Yeah.
Alright.
Unless he's an exceptionally good liar, you don't search any deception in his voice.
Alright.
He is the personal butler of Lady Rosolio.
Do you think carrying an item such as a bag of holding would cause suspicion?
You'll be made to unturn it. They're very thorough with their searches.
Okay.
You don't want them dumping out the bag of.
But let's just leave everything in the rooms and then and hurry over. I'm sure we do not have much time.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys head on over to the Wink and Kiss. And you head into the tap room, and there are just a variety of different patrons drinking in here. And there is a staircase that leads up to the second floor, in which there are some guest rooms. And you speak to the proprietor, Nareen Dest. He is this wealthy-looking Alamshite man and you give him a description of Zindra, and he guides you up to your room. And it looks like you've got one of the finest rooms in the Wink and Kiss, as well as the two neighboring rooms. And you sort of explain to her what's going on, and Kemet and her stay in the room. You guys undon your armor, weapons, and just put them somewhere safe. There's lock boxes, so you guys can put them in the foot lockers. And Kemet sort of also like reminds you, make sure you bring coins, friend.
Oh,
Sure, I'll bring both my gold pieces.
Do we want to get some out of party loot to share amongst us?
Probably.
All right, how much?
So we have 145 gold, and that's just gold. We have like more silver and copper and stuff, but I imagine just gold talks in the casino more than likely. So
everybody take 10 gold.
okay.
I'm good with that.
Kemet looks at you. 10?
Yeah.
That's not even going to be enough to bribe the guard if need be.
Oh, how much would we need to bribe the guard if we cannot get in otherwise?
As a casino friend, you need much gold. I'd suggest taking most of it.
Fine, bring all platinum and gold, I guess.
So, I already put 10 goals in my character sheet. Should I put more?
So we have 145 gold, and there's
14
5 of us,
platinum.
5 of us going. So, and we'll
If
trade up
we-
a few of this. If we trade up a few of the silvers, we can say that everybody gets 30 gold. And then we have 12 platinum, so a couple of platinum apiece. And have a couple left over.
So 30 gold and 2 platinum each.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's 30 more or 20 more from the 10 that I already added?
20 more.
30 total.
And then Kemet sort of looks at Car. Now, this thing, it's tame, correct?
Yes, indeed. But she's coming with me.
You think that is wise, friend?
I don't go anywhere without Ka.
Well, maybe
Shoot.
you should stay.
Decision is yours.
Hopefully you can get on. I do not think that they will allow the animal, though.
She can swim, so I'm gonna tell her to follow the boat.
I don't know if she'll be able to swim as fast as the boat will go, but
Do you think she can swim as fast as the boat?
Yeah,
Seb?
it's just like a river cruise. It's not going quick. But it's just a matter of her finding the right time and place to sneak on. And being able to sneak on. Do you have a climb speed?
Ka?
Yeah.
Only a swim speed.
So she could follow the boat and be nearby if he needs her.
Yeah.
Maybe not get it.
Alright, you guys quickly sort of just dress into some plain clothing. Everyone unequip your armor. And did anyone want to try and take a dagger?
No, but I'm gonna tie my sling around my waist as a belt.
Okay.
I can wear my holy symbol necklace, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to hide the sling as well.
Okay.
I feel rather naked without all of my armor.
Alright. You guys rush to sort of arrive there in time before the workers start work. It's like probably early evening at this time, so it's like 30 minutes after you guys have sort of dealt with Scimitar Sally, and you head over to the docks. Alright, you guys head up down the docks, and you see a number of guards standing around. These ones are dressed differently than the town guard that you've seen. and you can see a big row of workers lining up at this large riverboat. And there are all sorts of coloured flashing lights coming from it. The music playing from it as well. Looks like a modified kill boat, flat bottom, made of wood. And you guys are just about 150 feet away from it or something.
Does anybody has any light on?
There are some lights illuminating the area, but the docks themselves, they're like barely lit. Just there's a few lanterns here and there dangling around.
Hello, gentlemen. Nice night, huh?
Some of the guards sort of nod at you, or they don't really seem to pay too much attention to you. As you guys approach, you see a number of men and women just sort of dressed in a variety of different uniforms. Some of them are just wearing plain clothes, and they're all lining up here. And you see a number of other guards sort of standing around, and this bandana wearing, quite gruff looking, barrel chested man. And he seems to be sort of inspecting everyone. And as you guys sort of head up to join the line, he sort of yells, "Hurry up, get in line, you're late!" And he yells at you guys.
Alright, and at this point I'm gonna tell Ka to go into the water, give her the command to follow the boat.
Alright, she just sort of dives off. Maybe she would have been following underneath the docks during this time. Alright, line up! And this gruff looking dude gets everyone to line up here.
Is he asking any questions from what we can tell from here?
He just says line up. Line up!
But from the people walking onto the boat, are they being asked any questions?
No one's walking onto the boat.
Oh, no one's walking on the boat. Okay,
everyone's lining up. Alright, you guys line up behind these people. Rows of 2! And then he walks up and down inspecting everyone. You there. What's that splodge on your shirt? Go home and get changed. And make sure you get back before we take off. You! Tighten that blouse. Fix your hat. And he comes up and inspects you, Than. Than, make a deception check. Huh? Some new staff today, I see.
Deception? It's not gonna go good.
He gives you this suspicious glare. Nice try. Piss off!
Hey, he's the best food server in...
I can play the lute. I can entertain.
And who might you be then? A thief? I know who works here and who doesn't. Now piss off before I get my men to gut ya. Go on, get! You too, if you're backing him up. Points to you, Thomas.
Oh, I won't. I'm not backing him. I just want to work.
Oh, do you now? And then he inspects you, Thomas. And you can make a deception check with disadvantage. Huh. You just want to work, eh? Was this some sort of elaborate scam that you had going on here? Best cook. Like I don't know who my staff is. Now, unless you want to find yourself shark food on the bottom of the Desert River, I suggest you go and crawl back into whatever hole you crawled out of. Now!
Okay. You're lost. Sorry, Dan, tried to get you back.
And then
Thanks, Thomas.
inspects you and says, And who might you
Hello.
be?
I'm new. I just came here to work.
Make a deception check. Alright then. But one thing. Make sure you get some stilts. You're not even going to be able to see over the bar.
Well, yes. I can do more other jobs as well.
And you, what the hell's going on here? Take some hide off him, did ya? Looks at you, no, looks up at you.
Well, if I stole some hide, it was an accident.
What are you, janitor or something? You look like some sort of cow.
Oh, that's a little rude. But I am for lifting heavy things and putting heavy things somewhere else.
Make a
Speaking of
deception
heavy
check.
things, you forgot your music tool. It's right there.
He looks over at Toothbox.
I play music. Ever heard of iTunes?
Toothbox, make a deception check.
Oh god, I don't think I even have this deception. Oh, I do.
Damn.
Alright, you! Music box! You can come aboard. You, big cow man! I suggest you go and join your other friends here. Bunch of thieves! Go find some other ship to plunder.
How about... Wait, hold on. Before you run us off, the truth is, we just wanted to see what the nobles are all raving about, to be honest with you. And it would be nice if we could be let on board. And I try to surreptitiously hand them one of my platinums.
Sort of looks at you. I'm sure you would like to know what's aboard. And if that's all you got, well, I think this casino's a bit rich for your blood, lad.
Well, we just want the experience for the night. What harm can it do?
Well,
We obviously have no weapons.
and you obviously have no coin.
Wow. We can rely on the two that got on for now.
I mean, we can work.
You ain't got a job here. And when Lord Dryland comes back, I'll make sure that if I get an application from you, that he doesn't take you on as a worker. Of course, I mean, if you were to come on as a guest, well, I would hate to have told Lord Dryland that I turned away some wealthy guests. Of course, I'd need to make sure that they're wealthy, and that I get a little bit wealthier for it too. He sort of turns around to everyone else that's lined up here. Go on, get aboard, all of you! And they all sort of rush aboard to get to work, leaving just you guys behind. But also, Ander, you run aboard as well.
I rolled the music box with me.
Okay, you roll the music box over you. Grab the music box and it's just the three of you standing around here on the docks now, some guards out of earshot. Well, of course. I need to make it worth my time. If you really want to come aboard the casino and see what it's like, you need coin. And to prove to me that you have enough.
I give him a pouch of 20 gold. And I wink.
A bit light there, friend. 50 each.
50 gold?
Do you say that, Ander?
That's exactly what we've got.
No, I'm in the boat. That was out of character.
And I give him my platinum and my 30 gold. My 2 platinum and 30.
Is it worth it? I'm gonna be useless on that boat. Anyways, all right. Here's your 50.
But do you tell him that that's all you've got?
No, that's all. That's
Okay.
all.
And
How much are we getting paid here?
Apparently nothing.
Yes.
Oh, you're coming on as guest now. Oh yeah.
Oh,
And do me a favor. Change out of that gaudy outfit. You'll find some clothes in the staff room. I'll get you something so you at least look a little bit respectable. It takes 50 off Thomas, Stan, and Norin, and then you guys will get aboard.
all right. Do we get changed?
Yeah, he sort of makes sure everyone's aboard, and then he shows you to the staff room and gets you some reasonably nice looking clothes.
do they have any in my size?
Barely. Alright, and what was Car's order, Ander? It was
Follow the boat.
just follow but not board?
No, she's just gonna follow at a close distance in the water.
Okay. So, Nelvin Storm, by the way. And if you're gonna be in here, as guests, I don't want any trouble. And you guys get free to enter the Grand Dame.
All right. I'm going straight to the craps table.
Alright, as you guys head into the Grand Dame, you actually come straight into the casino area. And then the kill boat, it takes off. It's a rowboat, so there's like dozens of workers rowing. And it just goes in. It's going to sail down the Desserin River and return at the early hours of the next morning. As you guys head in, you see a heap of commoners, like chefs, servers, card dealers, escorts, and a couple of musicians are about. And it's everything is quite lavish here, as you'd expect. Casino. And this area that you sort of, as soon as you go in, it's a large cabin. It's been transformed into a gambling hall. The centerpiece is this gold-plated wooden sculpture of a goose that rests on a table in the aft end. And some servers come by this woman, and she has a platter with some glasses of wine or whatever you'd like. She'll take your order. All the drinks are free. Drinks, my lords. And yeah, Nelvin's like directing people. You go stand in that corner and make your music.
Okay, which corner? This one?
Yeah, that'll do.
All right. Where's the box?
Where is the box?
That on the dock.
The box coming? Duke box? Is he even there?
Did he say he lost sound?
Yeah, I was being wheeled about, I thought.
Well, yeah, you have to move your token.
You still need to move your own character.
You can't move your token for you. Alright,
What
Duke
kind of
box.
outsourcing bullshit is this?
Make a
I'll take-
performance check. So yeah, they got on a little bit before you guys, so they've sort of set up. And yeah, you've got some funky beats going on there. Everyone seems to be enjoying it.
Whatever these young kids are into these days.
Ander goes into DJ mode. Start like.
I'll take two
Puts the
drinks and
bandana on.
make a big show of chugging them and grabbing two.
Yeah, she sort of smirks. As much as you like, my lords. And yeah, she gives you as much free wine as you want. And you see this this portrait of this unflattering, fat, foppish, grinning man. And it's like a massive portrait on the wall here. And Nelva notices some of you guys sort of looking at it. That's the owner. Lord Dryland. He's on vacation at the moment. Sometimes he'll come and mingle with the guests. But I'm in charge while he's not here. Got it?
Absolutely. How long has he been on vacation?
Couple of weeks. He'll be back in a couple more weeks. Now, I got some stuff to do. Good luck. Timora's blessing and all that.
Thanks.
Blah, blah, blah. He heads off through another
Except I'm gonna drink really heavily and start pretending to act. I still got that a little bit drunk, but I still got that side effect that
The boom.
alcohol doesn't have.
Oh yeah, okay. So
I forgot about that.
the woman, the server, as you're just like taking a glass of wine, drinking it like water, she's like, "Are you sure you have the capacity for that, my lord?"
Oh, don't you worry about me.
Yes, my lord.
One more.
And as you guys are in this gambling hall, you notice this woman. She's patrolling it, and she's sort of smiling at everyone. She seems to be like the floor manager. She watches you all, and she comes up to you and, "What's your name?"
Name is Ander.
"What is this crazy music that you're playing?
It's the music of the future.
This contraption? It is a
Yes.
music box of some sorts."
It is. I got it in Waterdeep.
"Well, turn the music down. Palmine cannot see properly because it's too loud."
I whack the music box on the head.
"Can't you play something better, like Your Beardy Face or something?"
I'll pretend that I know
The Dwarven Love Song.
you beard the face. Sure, I'll do that.
Alright.
So, bag pop duet.
Jukebox doesn't have any different setting though, he just keeps playing the same thing. But she seems off, sort of just talking to some guests. And you see this sort of decrepit looking old fellow wearing a fine suit. He seems to be the dealer. And there's a couple of games going on here. Basically, yeah, there are tables full of card games. And there's like this chess sort of game. And there's no gold being passed around. It's all golden goose tokens.
Is there an exchange somewhere to
Yeah,
get golden
it's-
goose?
Yeah, you just change it with the dealer or Pao Ming. Pao Ming greets you all. "Ah, hello, my guests. Welcome to the Grand Dame. Are you enjoying yourselves? First time here?"
First time, yes.
Yep.
Well, this is the common hall, and we have two games here. Allow me to explain them to you. You are just common gamblers, right? Not high stakes.
Common gambler.
I thought as much. I could tell by the way you're dressed.
I'm sure you can.
The two games we have here are Kobold's Knuckles. Everyone makes a bet. Minimum bet is 1 golden goose. It's a game of dice. You roll a d6 and then a d4. The dealer will roll a d6 and a d4 behind a screen. You can choose to roll an additional d4 until you don't want to anymore. If your total exceeds 10, you lose your bet. After everyone has rolled their d4, the dealer reveals their hidden d4 and rolls additional d4s until they have at least 8 or higher. If their result is 10, then all players still win 100% of their bet. When the dealer is finished rolling, any players with a result lower than the dealer loses their bets. Players with the same total as the dealer reclaim their bets, and players with a higher result than the dealers win 100% of their bets.
The DM has too much control over this gambling session.
Blackjack.
It favors the house.
Yeah, as gambling does. If that is not your fancy and you prefer something that involves more of a sharp of mind than a luck, you should try Savar. It's an old version of chess, drow invention. Two players play against each other using ebony pieces resembling drow warriors, mages, and priestesses. The goal of the game is to destroy the other player's noble house. It's a game of skill, deception, and insight. It takes 30 minutes, and the minimum bet is 5 golden geese. And it's a contested intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks.
What's 5 golden geese worth? Just curious.
1 golden goose is 10 gold.
Motherfucker.
Alright, you guys just... What do you guys do when you get in here?
Well, none of us have any gold left.
I need to borrow 50 gold.
Alright, this noble-looking fellow, he sort of overhears that, and he sort of just comes straight up to you. Ah, friend, need to borrow a little bit of gold. You're in the right place. I'm a moneylender.
I didn't.
Of course.
I was kidding. I'm good, thank you. For now.
Oh, okay, very well.
I'm gonna burn through some more gold before I get to that point.
Tell me more.
Well, I offer a simple deal. A loan of gold with a 10% interest. And that interest must be paid before you leave the Grand Aim. Or you do not leave the Grand Aim.
Fair enough.
You see, I'm a slasher of prices. I have the most reasonable rates in the Golden Goose as far as moneylenders go. My rates are murder.
I'll borrow
the
100.
competition.
Yes, of course. The total will be 110 gold pieces that must be repaid before the end of the night. Good luck with your bets. And he gives you 10 platinum pieces.
Alright.
Oh God.
Alright. I want to play a game of...
I want to. What was the floor manager's name?
Pao
again?
Ming.
Pao Ming. Pao Ming. There is someone that I have business with here. It's a Lady Italia. Can you tell me where she is located?
Huh? He's a high roller. You're not a high roller.
Well, I could be. I need to go speak with Lady Italia first, though.
Well, you're not allowed in the high roller table. Excuse me 1 second. I said your beardy face! Why aren't you playing your beardy face? What is this shit? What is this baby? Oh! Makes
Thomas, get it.
my ears are bleeding. Go on your break! Well, now a break. Take that thing with you.
All right. I'll go somewhere. Where is?
She just
What
says
does
like
it cost to get to the high
anywhere.
roller?
You go over to a high roller. You have to bet big and win big to get to the high rollers table. Pao Ming watching.
Okay.
I follow Thomas and watch.
And you're like, you see like other guests, they're actually like other workers, sorry, on your break. You're allowed to like gamble and stuff too. You see a couple of like the chefs gambling and losing badly.
Oh, okay. Well, you know I'm a halfling, so
And
does that mean that I cannot roll one ever?
yes. The moneylender looks at one of the chefs and he just sort of like you can see him like borrowed money off of him, and he looks, I'm going to make good use of your meat cleaver if you don't pay me back, friend. Because I'm going to help you cut some sausages later and show you my father's recipe like we promised last week. and then I'm going to cut your arms off.
Right. So Ander is gonna try to play as well.
All right. So you guys want to play some Kobold Knuckles?
I do.
Alright, Thomas has got 10 Golden Goose tokens, and there's also the other one that you guys found that Lady Artin, also Lord Artin regurgitated, so you've got 11 Golden Goose tokens in total.
I want to play South.
How much is the starting bet?
It's only one, so everyone could play if Thomas wants to give out a Golden Goose to everyone. How many sort of
He's
says,
playing.
here's your
Thomas is
pay!
gonna play South.
And gives you one Golden Goose token as well, and you. And then she tries to put one in Duke box. This thing broke it!
Yeah, it goes from behind.
Right, she just rested on him. That's your pay too, box. So Ander and Duke box, you'll get given one token each. So collectively, as a party, you guys have 13. All right, you guys head over to the dealer's table, and he's rolling up some dice. And you see this lady just sort of, oh, damn it. It looks like she had a big loss, and she walks away from the table. You guys pull up a seat, and the dealer holds his hands out. Place your bets. Kobold's Knuckles. Minimum bet, 1 Golden Goose.
Okay. Put 1 Golden Goose.
All right, everyone type in the chat how much you're putting down.
Norn is gonna abstain from gambling.
Actually, Ander is gonna start a little bit higher. 5 gold pieces.
It's only Golden Goose tokens. Sorry, friend.
Oh,
That's not even
That's
enough for
50
1
gold
goose.
what is one? Oh, 1 goose. How much is
10
it?
GP.
10 gold.
10 GP. Oh, all right. Well, I have 1 for free, so I'll use that one.
All right, and you put down 1. Just put it in the chat there so I can keep track how much to deal out. Any more last bets? No more bets. All right, everyone rolls a d6. And then he rolls behind the screen. All right. So, all right. So we'll go around now, and you can keep rolling a d4. If you get over 10, you bust. So like blackjack. All right, Thomas. He sort of looks at you. 4. 6. 7. People are like, oh, 10.
Shit.
Should I do another? Should I do one more?
No.
No. You did this fine.
All right, Thomas gets 10. And then he sort of points to Than. 6. 8.
I'll stay.
All right. And then he points to Ander. 2. 3.
Can't roll 1.
4.
Bam!
5. You're like,
You got this.
6.
No way!
What?
7.
No. No way.
Now you're gonna bust. No.
10. Good work.
Keep telling you, halflings are lucky.
God.
Worked hard for that.
All right.
One.
He reveals his dice, and he has 5. So he keeps on rolling a d4. 6. 8. And because he gets 8, he sort of nods at Ander and Thomas. Congratulations. And you guys win your bets back. So, Ander, you get 1. Thomas, you get 1 back. And Than, you just get your... Well, you guys get 2 back. You win an extra 1. And and Than, you just get your 1 back. So he hands 2 to Ander, 2 to Thomas. All right, that puts your total on 15. All right.
Let's do it again.
Another round?
Addicted. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got one more, and then I want to play a hand of stop.
Okay, we'll do one more. And so Norin, you're still abstaining?
Yeah, Norin's not much of a gambler.
Okay, Duke Vox?
He's hurling.
Oh, okay. Zach seems to always be hurling. Alright,
You can water, it sounds like.
that's why you shouldn't have sexual relations with goats. It's a New Zealand thing. Alright. I don't know why they do it, but yeah. Okay, hope he gets better soon. And the goat does too. Alright, we'll do one more game. Last bets. No more bets. Everyone roll a d6. Alright, he points to Than first. 5.
All right, here we go.
9.
I stay.
And a 5. 8.
10.
10. Alright, we got
Jeez.
and on 10. And Than on 8.
9.
9, sorry. And he points to you, Thomas. 4. 8.
Stay.
Okay.
Good call.
Roll on the wild magic table, Thomas.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on. Do fireball.
That's a good one.
Oh my god.
That's fantastic.
You roll the dice, and then suddenly there's just this disruption in the arcane weave, and a unicorn just appears like right next to you. Calvin runs up. Hey! No unicorn allowed in gambling room!
What the hell kind of place you running here?
Oh, unicorn is there!
I pretend I'm scared.
Alright, she like
Just drink 2 more drinks.
the unicorn like knocks over a table and causes quite a bit of commotion, and a couple of guards like come running to grab it, but by the time they do, it just disappears.
What the hell was that? Is
It's
that part of the
strange
entertainment?
The magic box to it! You! Go in the corner! She blames Duke Box for it. Try to find your beardy face. Alright. So you stay on 8, Thomas. Alright. The dealer reveals his dice. He has a 2, so a total for 3. 5, 6, 8. and Than, you both win a golden goose token.
Yes.
And
Got 3 total.
Thomas, you just get a
Break even.
break even. All right, that puts your goose tokens up to
17.
17. All right, and then Thomas, or did anyone want a game of Suffer before we move on?
That's
Yeah, Thomas.
that's 5 golden goose minimum bet.
Yes.
I'm really bad at that game. I really don't like.
You
Alright.
need at least
And there's
11 golden gooses to pay back the moneylender, right?
yeah. So there's no way I'd be able to guidance myself on this, right?
Yeah, you could like pray to your god for guidance.
Okay, I will pray for guidance
All right.
and join Thomas.
The dealer, he well, actually, there's like other games up in a different room. But basically, it's just played with the house 1-on-1. But we can do consecutive games, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
So you guys head over, and it's basically like a dragon chess set or a chess set. You see a couple of Sava dealers, and everyone who sits down place a bet, minimum of 5 gold pieces.
Does this win just one like?
Yeah, and then you win.
just win.
You win your same back. You win
Same
whatever
back.
you bet. Yep, 2-1. Basically, and then the dealer bets the same amount that you do, and you win their bet, and vice versa. All right, Than and Thomas sit down next to these two Sava dealers, and we'll start off. We'll do Than then Thomas, and we'll do each a check like that. So, both of you make intelligence checks.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to get advantage.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so on ability checks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I get a D4.
all right, so it's a combined total for 3 rolls. All right, so Thomas's dealer makes a Sava check, and then Than's does. So keep a tally of your own numbers, and I'll keep a tally of what
Okay.
they've got. All right, and then Thomas make a insight check.
Oh!
Oh,
And then Than make an insight check.
shit. That was a crap roll.
Okay. And now they make inside checks. What's going on here? Alright, this is Thomas's player and Than's.
Yes.
Alright, now finally both of you make deception checks.
So I'm even with this guy.
This is not going to be good. Oh no.
So first you're just sort of summing up the board, and then you're trying to sort of tell where the other player is going to move, and then you try to sort of do your own moves, anticipate, try and be a couple of moves ahead. This is Thomas's, and now this is Dan's. All right, so you guys add up the total of all 3 combined checks. Thomas, yours got 34. And Than, yours got 8, 17, 25. You guys both win 5 tokens.
Yes.
Hey.
Nice job.
And you hear some clapping. Not bad. Not
That
bad.
takes up to 27 goose eggs.
This woman comes and sits down next to you guys. She's wearing a purple dress.
Oh shit.
And
Hello there.
take a 10-minute break now. See you guys back soon.
Good job, Norn.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
done.
Well done, buddy. Well done.
Now Thomas doesn't have to get his legs cut off. I'll see you guys back soon.
Yeah, without the Tides of Chaos, I would have lost.
I mean, Norn wasn't gonna gamble with somebody else's money, so, and he wasn't gonna do the moneylender thing.
So I figured I had Tides of Chaos for my bad ability and +4 and a +7.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I could have done something with the Kobold's Knuckles, but that's really luck based. But then the other one, let's see, well, it was an intelligence and then
Then an insight and a deception.
insight and then deception. So it would have been a +0, a +3, and a -1. So
Yeah.
not good odds.
I think this guy had +2 on everything.
Seb just rolled really low for the most part.
Yeah, he did. We got lucky.
He didn't roll that bad. My guy rolled a 17 on his
Yeah.
deception.
This is just not Norin's cup of tea. He stands in front of lots of enemies and hits things with a stick. A very sharp stick.
So the dealer's a total of +8. I'm a total of +10, so that's not enough of an advantage to do consistently. Figure an average of +5 for the advantage, so that made it worth it once. But if I'd only had used it before that wild magic surge, I would have got my tie.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'll be right back.
How's it going, guys?
Good, good.
Good.
Good. Now I want to gamble in real life.
Don't gamble. Don't gamble, kids. Okay. Let's continue. So, for the break, this lady in a purple dress comes and sits down. Beautiful woman clad in a gorgeous purple dress. She's even got like black hair with purple highlights. Stunning necklace set with black stones around her slender neck. And she sits down for a game of Sava. And when that happens, you see some people, they all sort of stare at her. And it's like the quickest game of Sava you've ever seen. She beats the Sava dealer in like 7 moves. And a few people start to sort of gather around to watch her. And within 2 minutes, she's already won. The dealer's like, I don't know how you do it, Lady Atalia. You seem to know my every move before I know it myself. Thank you for the game. Now I'm going to have to ask you, as he kisses the woman's extended hand, to find another table, lest you squander all of Lord Dryland's coin. It was a marvel playing against you. And she sort of smiles at the dealer. You do that, Lord Hubert. Until next time. And then she looks over at you guys, like, after you've just won. Game of Sava, anyone?
I think you're too good for a poor pumpkin.
Oh, come on. Beginner's luck, I can assure you.
I just
That's
like
very
to watch you.
No matter.
Jeez.
Play, that is.
Thomas, calm down.
Well,
What
I guess
stakes
so.
are we talking here?
I'll
lady?
have to head back to the high rollers table. Oh, just
What
5.
stakes? I'll take
5
you on.
tokens. Alright.
Can I guidance myself again or no?
Oh, you can pray to whatever gods you need to.
You're gonna need it.
That's great. I will guidance myself.
Alright. So, firstly, a Sava check. Both put down 5 geese tokens. So, intelligence check for you.
Thomas
Yeah.
is just gonna rest his chin in his hand and stare at her. But it,
Oh no.
Some people gather around. And she's just like... You don't know how this is possible. She's like made one move and then like taken like a heap of your pieces. And you've just lost your matron mother and a couple of your quaggoth, which are pawns. Alright, next check is a deception check.
Deception?
Is it? Deception, right?
inside.
No. It should
Sorry,
be
insight
then
next.
deception.
And then alright, insight check.
Come on, baby.
Alright. She has advantage on this. She's very
Oh.
insightful. And it should be another +1 as well. Yes, 19.
Shit.
And then she's just
No,
like,
that's
she's
good.
just taken like you've got like this little king.
I'm afraid you're dominating me.
You've got this
lady.
little king token, and it's like a
Show
little,
mercy.
it's a drow with like 2 scimitars. And she just takes your drow token, your piece, and it's not looking too good for you.
May I say another quick prayer to my god?
Of course. Oh, I guess I should thank Timora. Beginner's luck and all. Now a deception check. Yes, a +1 onto this as well.
Can I use DM's inspiration on this?
Sure, that'll give you advantage.
Fantastic. And this deception?
Yep, deception.
Oh God.
She gets 49. He scoops off your 5 golden goose. Oh,
Sorry.
against luck. And while you're playing,
That was
do you say
terrible.
anything to her? It's like a 10-minute game.
I forget what we're supposed to ask her. I got all excited with gambling.
What was it that we heard
Sure.
about her?
Don't gamble.
With this appearance?
I'm sure you were looking at her eyes.
Would we all be kind of like standing around watching this
Yeah.
happen?
People are like talking to her and that. She's like very popular.
Lady Italia, you wouldn't happen to know a man by the name of Artin Rosolio?
Oh, sorry, the name doesn't ring a bell. Should I?
Is she being truthful?
Make
In
an
her
insight check.
Yeah,
Now
sure.
you roll well.
Nah,
She
roll
seems to
it.
be.
Boss.
She seems to be telling the truth, but when you like sort of describe him a little bit, she does recall something. Actually, sorry, Than. You
Okay.
you actually you do sense something now when she begins to talk about him. You sense that she's letting on more than she knows, and she sort of just says to you, Norin, "Oh yes, I do recall playing a few games of supper with a young nobleman named Artin, actually, quite some time ago." And Than, she sort of notices like you sort of scrutinizing her, and then you actually get a telepathic message in your mind, and it sounds like her voice. "Pretend as if everything is fine. We need to talk, but not here. Follow me when the boat returns to the docks. Nod if you understand me."
I nod.
Pao Ming comes over and like grabs you. He's choking! He's choking! Tries to like give you the Heimlich maneuver.
So sorry, that was imparted to me after we questioned her about the
Telepathically.
noble?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
Telepathically.
after. Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for the game, my lady.
Oh, he's gone missing. That is quite disastrous. I've heard of some disappearances. Well, thank you for the game. I think I've outstayed my welcome here. I must return back to the high rollers tables. Good luck, everyone. And everyone's like, "Lady Italia, can you tell me your secret? Can you give me lessons?" And then she heads off. And during this time, it's like the boat is getting like sort of early hours of the morning, and Pao Ming is like, "Okay, everyone, casino is closed. Cash in your golden goose tokens."
How many do we have?
22.
We give half to Moneylender Boy and cash out the rest.
All right, you give the 11 to the moneylender, and he's just sort of says, "Oh, I was dying for you to return."
Well, I didn't want to be dying not to.
Ha ha ha. And then as he says that, you can see him like he's got like a concealed dagger, just ready to like stab someone in the neck. But alright, you guys exchange your tokens for 110 GP, including the one that Lord Artin regurgitated.
Nice.
Alright, I'll update the tokens. Okay, and then you guys clear out, and when you guys like head out, like the killboat makes its way back to the docks, and it's like the sun's just starting to rise. And
All right, I find a way to relay to everybody. what was imparted to me telepathically during our game of whatever that was called.
Sabak. The bag.
It's and yeah. So I look at we look out for the purple lady outside.
Okay, as you guys sort of get off the boat, you see the purple lady just sort of walking ahead of you. She's like just visible in some of the low lantern light.
I'll give, out of that 110, I'll give 36 each to Dan and Nora, since we all coughed up the 50.
Okay.
I'm just putting mine straight back into the party loot.
Okay, yeah. Put my 36, actually 38, because that's 2 left over. So put 34, I'll keep the 4 that.
Yeah, you can just put mine in the loot, in the party loot.
Okay.
I just realized that Ka has been swimming like for 6 hours.
Cause drowned. Cause dead.
Ka does not look happy when you get off the boat, and
Yeah. I think I will try to carry her.
make an animal handling check. She gives you the cold tail.
Give her some good berries.
Ah,
She
look at
forgives
that,
you.
Ka.
And she comes back up to you, being a good snake.
I'll give her a good berry. Sure, she's hungry.
Yeah, you do notice one of the guards are missing as well. And Ka's got this big humanoid shape in her belly.
So she's not that
Human
hungry.
And for some reason, she doesn't really want you good berry. Alright, you guys follow the purple lady, Lady Italia, and she doesn't like acknowledge you guys or even give you an indication that you should follow her. She just very abruptly leaves and you guys sort of run to chase after her. And she takes you down to an alleyway.
Take a look around. I'm a little suspicious she's behind the
Alright, when you guys get off the Grand Dame, Kemed comes to meet up with you all. And you give him the lowdown, and he sort of nods and just joins up, intercepts you guys. And you follow the purple lady down. She's moving at a very brisk pace.
So we still don't have the armor and weapons, right?
No. She stays about 100 feet ahead of you all. She ducks into this alleyway and then waits. And when you guys arrive, she's just sort of standing there. Kemet just sort of nods. I'll keep an eye on the streets. Make sure no one or any guards come by.
Yeah, we're about to fight a dragon here.
Alright. The purple lady. She greets you all.
Greetings.
Very well. You have me now. I'm here. I'll tell you straight away, yes. I was involved in abducting Arton.
But why?
I didn't do it willingly. I'm being forced. I'm being forced to do this.
By whom?
A sorcerer. An evil sorcerer named Usith.
All sorcerers are evil. Oh, wait.
Please. If he finds out I've talked to you all, he'll kill me. If I don't do what he says, he'll kill me.
We'll take care of it. Don't you worry.
Where do you think we could find this Usith?
Down in the sewers.
Wait, he's a powerful wizard and lives in the sewers?
Well, I know. He came to Yartar a few weeks ago, and I met him at the front of the Grand Dame. Charming man, tall and handsome, very neatly trimmed black mustache, and I think he drugged me.
Wow.
When I woke up, he had me tied to a chair, and he told me that I have to obey him and do what he says. Go into the Grand Dame and seduce young nobles, or if not, he'll kill me. He said that he implanted something in my mind that gave me the ability to talk to you telepathically. I've just done everything he told me.
And you use this telepathic ability to seduce, or...
No, I don't use it. I hate it. I don't want it. In fact, talking to you is the first time that I've actually found some use to it. But it is proof that he has control of me.
So, I'm sorry, you were given this ability for the purpose of what? What was the intention behind it?
I think it's just a side effect. He's done something to my mind. He said he implanted me with something. And if I don't do what he says, he'll use it to kill me instantly.
This shall not stand.
Yes, he's a sorcerer, but as I said, he does live in the sewers. I think he wants to stay out of sight of the shields of Yartar and the hands of Yartar. These fish people, they protect him. They think he's a god. I usually I lead my victims down to this alley, down into that sewer grate. And she points to a nearby sewer grate. And the fish people take them from there. I don't know what happens to them after that.
Can I reach... I ask her if I could cast a spell on her.
What?
To potentially aid you.
What spell?
I want to detect any magic on your mind or person.
Very well.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Alright. Using Detect Magic, you do not detect any magic off her. There's no spells affecting her. Doesn't have any magical items.
Do I believe she's telling us that?
Yeah,
make an
does the
insight
story
check.
seem believable?
Thomas, you're just like staring at her chest and nodding. Dan, you feel like maybe there is a bit of sort of crocodile tears here. That she's not being as innocent. She's not as innocent as she is leading on to be.
Okay.
Maybe we should go get our gear and go into the grate.
Yes, please. You must free me from my tormentor. I'm unable to do anything. I'm just a defenseless woman. But you're adventurous. Please. I must depart from you now before he gets suspicious. He will be
What awaits us beyond that grate?
the fish people.
And then Mustache Boy will be down there?
Yes, I'm sure of it. I'm sure that's where he lairs. Though I've never seen his lair myself. That is where he tells me to deliver the people for who knows what purpose.
Where's the room you were tied up?
It was just right down there. It's a sewage plant. The control office down there. That's where I give people to the fish people now.
All right. We'll be back.
Hurry!
We will hurry.
I'll await you.
Be right back.
So once we get out of earshot, I let everybody know that she was full of shit. She's leading us into that sewer. For reasons other than what she's saying.
My during the day mage armor would wear off, so.
Okay.
Regardless, we should go get our gear. We're suited up.
I agree.
Alright, you guys head back, and Kemet just sort of says, I'll wait here and watch her. You think there's something wrong with her?
Yeah, something suspicious about her behavior.
Alright, when you guys head back, Zindra, she's like rested up. What's the hurry? She wants to know. She's back in your room at the moment.
We have sewers to conquer.
Oh, do you need me
Yes.
to scout?
Yes.
You can tell her. You can tell her she's like does not like that answer. Oh. Yes, of course.
Or you can just, we can just stay in the group, and you can provide fire from the back, as long as you're able to kill things.
But who will watch the rooms?
Or stay here and await our companions.
Oh,
Shall
but I
they return?
don't want to. Okay, I'll stay here.
If they return and they're looking for us, let them know. Come with us to the entrance of the sewers so you know where we're going.
Okay.
But then come back and await our companions, and if they want to join the battle or join our adventure, you can show them the way.
Yes. And if you die, I'll have you resurrected, and then you owe me.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm
or
pretty
what-
sure that's not how it works.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Okay. She'll come with you guys and just sort of wait out on the street.
Okay. Are we going
Guys,
back right now?
What's that?
Yeah.
We're going back to the sewers right away, right?
Yeah. By the time you get there, put on your armor, grab your weapons, and head back. It's about 30 minutes. And at this stage, everyone's actually getting very, very tired. I need everyone to make a constitution save. Because, like, basically sunrise, and you guys haven't slept.
Oh, come on.
Right, Norin, you're feeling a little bit sluggish, and you suffer a level of exhaustion.
Should we not go?
A little late now.
All right.
Oh, it's only a level of exhaustion. It's not like it's that bad.
Yeah, it's just a disadvantage on ability checks. It's not.
Right. So we haven't had a rest at all, right? So whatever our spells were from last time, nothing's been reset, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you use any spells?
I'd use one.
I'm down
Level.
a few spells, yeah. I'm down 1 3rd level, 1 2nd level, couple first level now.
Okay. Alright, when you guys get back, Ikar's also, like, he's having trouble digesting that strange humanoid shape in his belly, so he's got a level of exhaustion too. Everyone else is okay, you guys push on. And the purple lady is just sort of waiting there. She's just standing in the alleyway, and Kemed sort of nods and he steps in to join you, and Zindra sort of takes his place. Alright, I'll keep a lookout. And the purple lady, he just sort of points to the sewer grate. There. That's where I deliver the people.
I'm sure you do.
Head down, show us where.
You want me to come down with you? No, will not. If he detects that I have come, and I have not brung him some more victims, it may risk my life.
Well, you brought him quite a few here, it looks like.
As I said, I delivered them to the fish people.
Well, we will not be cocooned. That's all I say.
She stands there, and you guys head down.
Is there ladders?
Yep. Open up the sewer grate. There's a ladder just leading down to a room. Alright, you guys make your way down through this grate, and you see like the purple lady and Zindra just sort of peering down at you, and Zindra wishes you guys good luck. You find yourself in this control office. It's a square-shaped room, and there are a few items here. Firstly, you see a desk, 2 chairs. Looks like some sort of office. And there is a skeleton of some unfortunate soul lying half naked, and the bone of this person has been sort of eaten away. His entire lower half is like missing. You can see some sort of shape in the bone that makes it appear as if it's quite rough. And also the bones look like they've been bleached without a scrap of flesh left on them. There is a wheel set into the northern wall, and then you just see a small passageway leading up into the sewers.
There's gonna go in
Is there
front.
nothing to search on the desk? Nothing.
All right, you
compartments?
take a look at the desk. There, it doesn't have a drawer, but if you want to look for like a secret compartment, you can make an investigation check. All right, you take a look, Than, for secret compartments. You don't see any, and then you just sort of take a look at this paperwork here. It's just like a map of the sewers, and it's just some notes on like valves and control mechanisms.
Anything important on the notes?
Like, it's not really notes. It's more just like map of the sewer, and
like east valve, west valve type thing.
yeah, just there's like color coded, tells you like different color coded handles, and it looks like there's like some sort of pretty advanced sewage system here.
I take the map.
Yeah, let's bring that.
Alright, the map is just like a sprawling expanse, and you can make an investigation check to try and find your location on it. Quite a large sewage system.
Okay, I'll investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
Alright, yeah, you take a look at it, Than, and you can't pinpoint your location.
I know exactly where we are. We're right there. I ping the map right there.
Yeah.
But we are able to take the map with us, however, or no?
Yeah, it's just a piece of paper. I don't see why you couldn't take it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Take a strength check.
Make an athletics check.
I'll keep failing. I'll keep failing whatever checks you throw at me. So you just name the check. I'll fail it.
Alright, there's a small passage that leads into the sewer way. There's a putrid odor, and you see just a stream of filth just feeding into a large pool. A set of stone steps sort of descending down. And there's like a 3-4 foot wide walkway. Alright, as you guys move up, Than and Kemed, you hear this sort of slopping sound behind you. Very distinctive sort of thwap.
Something behind us.
And something has just fallen down from the ceiling. This sort of silvery looking ooze has just splattered onto the ground. 2 grey oozes drop down from behind you guys. Sort of just look like muck and grease. And they attack. Just like a greyish, silverish coloured pile of goop. Alright, Car is up first. Quite cramped in here.
She goes to my turn.
Oh yes. Also, actually, Norin and Car... Oh, sorry, Norin, you'll need to re-roll because you're at disadvantage.
Ka doesn't need to because she goes on my turn.
Actually, Norin, it's not going to matter. You already lost anyway.
Yep.
Okay, Than, you're up first. This thing just squelches on the ground. It's like sort of a big mass, about 3 feet high.
I swing at it with my short sword. See what happens.
That hits. Alright, when you stab it with the short sword, you hear this hiss, and you sort of cut into the ooze, and a bit of it squelches off to the side and falls in the water. And as you pull your blade out, it's like started to corrode your blade, and your short sword takes a permanent -1 to damage rolls.
What?
This is what you don't want to do.
Okay, so do I notice this?
Eats the metal. Yeah. Than pulls his blade out, and it's just like all sort of corroded and jagged, and you can hear it just hissing. Or maybe you don't notice it too much, Andy, because you're around the corner, but I'm sure Than could tell everyone.
I yell it out. Weapons will corrode. And I bonus action cast Kill Ooze.
Thomas.
Well, seeing that they appear to be made of acid, I rethink my acid splash. I'll shoot the one that Than hit with a ray of frost.
Alright, you hit it, and the ice is not very effective at all. It sort of just mildly freezes a small portion of it. Sort of turns hard and breaks off a tiny chunk.
And I'll bravely move to the front to lead. What was the front?
Alright, Kemid, he is going to disengage. And he sort of runs around here.
Could have attacked first.
He gets away from it. Alright, he sort of yells out, "Give it room, they are slow." And what he doesn't expect is this to happen. As he's sort of saying that, he grabs his head. Ah! And he starts crying out as he makes an intelligence save. Ah! And he's taking some psychic damage. This grey ooze does the same thing to you, Than. You feel this sharp pain in your mind. Make an intelligence saving throw. Just feel like someone is just pounding on your brain, and you resist it. You take 3 psychic damage. And
Okay. Do I know if I order Ka to bite them, is she gonna melt too?
maybe.
She's not metal, so she's fine.
So it was only the metal?
We'll find out.
I have no idea.
I'll command
theory.
Ka to bite the oozes.
Tell her if she eats one, it'll help digest that human that she's having.
With Rich, she is gonna attack. 12.
That hits. And she bites onto the ooze. and she does not get burnt by it. And the ooze, it actually just melts into this very thin puddle that just sort of splashes into the sewage water, seeps into the cracks in the ground.
Okay, so that was 15 feet of movement. If she goes into the water here, is it a big climb to come back, or she can go back?
It's not a very big climb. It's like 3-4 feet deep, and it's sort of all running into this central hub. It's like branching off into different directions.
So she will be able to come back.
Yeah, it's not a very strong current by any means.
So she's gonna step back 15 feet more.
Alright, as she moves into it though, the water is sewage water, and she needs to make a constitution save.
I see.
Okay. It's not very nice being in sewage water. But nothing immediate happens. There's nothing noticeable that happens when Car swims through the water.
Okay, and as far as my action is concerned, I can make an attack if I move, but I'm not going to. So, just gonna step back a little bit.
Car also notices this hub. She like cannot discern the depth of this area.
Okay.
Thinks it's very, very
Sure.
deep. Norin.
I'm gonna pull out one of my javelins rather than the long sword because I don't want it to get messed up. And I'll take a poke at it.
That hits. Alright, you slice off a chunk of it and it just like sort of splatters onto the ground, becomes very thin and starts to melt, and as you pull your javelin back, the head of the javelin is sizzling away, taking a -1 to damage rolls.
Okay. And I'll do that again.
That's a hit.
9 damage.
Alright, you stab it again, and it takes another permanent -1, and you just slice off a massive chunk of it, and melts to the tiles.
Alright. And I'll put the unwavering mark on it,
Okay.
just in case. That's it.
Than.
I'm gonna toll the dead on it.
Alright, it just continues melting and just squelches into a thin, sort of greyish sheened liquid until there's nothing left of it.
Alright. Anything left behind?
Just that very thin greyish liquid. It basically just
I
seeps
guess we
into
know
the
what bleached
tiles.
bone.
It just sort of mixes in with the sewage water.
I'm just gonna throw the damaged javelin like into the sewage water. I discard it.
Kemet sort of looks at you. That's not very good for the environment, friend.
Cities aren't very good for the environment, but they still exist. Can we continue, please?
Alright, so yeah, the pathway did sort of split in two with no obvious way to get across to the other walkway. You guys have to basically go single file. It's like 3 or 4 feet wide ledge that sort of hugs the walls of the sewer, and there's this massive hub here of unknown depths, and then a tunnel of sewage water sort of branches off to the south, and yeah, it's completely pitch black down here, and you can just see the walkway.
Can I tell what What is wrong with Ka?
Can I?
Nothing is
look at
wrong
my-
with Ka.
Can I look at my short sword and see what the damage looks like?
Yeah, it looks like it's taken a -1 permanently to damage rolls.
I cast mending.
All right.
anything?
Yeah. It's repairs a single break or a tear. All right, so you cast mending on it, and it just repairs that lesion that it had, and it becomes like a nice smooth blade once more.
I sheath it.
And
Someone's regretting throwing their javelin away.
no, and your javelin's gone. Nowhere to be seen.
It's just it was a shitty little goblin javelin anyway, so
Yeah, you
that's
just
where I
keep
got
telling
them from
yourself.
originally.
What about the
As long as you can
dolphins,
sleep at night.
Norin?
They can't get that stuck around their neck. It's fine. It's a piece of wood with a piece of metal on the end. If it's even that, I don't know what the goblins would have had on the end of it.
Yeah, if it was from the goblins, they were really shitty.
Might have just been a piece of wood.
Stone. Oh yeah, just a sharp piece of wood. Sharpened stick. Alright, you guys travel along this thin walkway, and you come to a
Come here in
stone
the
bridge that spans the central hub, and you see the passage sort of branch off to the north. Not very easy to move around here. Quite slippery as well, grungy, and the smell is abhorrent.
Do you have a light, Than?
Thomas can produce light for us.
Yeah, because
I've got a light on my desk.
And make me a nature check as well.
anything?
It didn't come up yet. What did you get?
12. Oh, I guess I lost connect.
Okay. You're good. Nothing happens with a 12. Alright, this stone bridge, it's slick with moisture, and there's a buildup of moss. Quite slippery looking. To cross, you'll need to make an acrobatics check.
Are we trying to cross?
You are. Looks like.
Sure. I'll try to cross.
I easily navigate it. Doesn't give you any problem.
But I don't have light. So I cannot see that much.
Light a torch.
Don't
I'll
go
give,
too far ahead, Ender.
I'm gonna light
give,
a torch. That's a good idea. I'm gonna have a shield in one hand and a torch in another.
I'm casting guidance on Ka. And I gently prod her along.
Ka
Oh, she's
doesn't
not
need
gonna
an
respond.
ability check. He just goes across. You got climb speed.
Okay, so what is? I'm gonna search this more
I
closely.
changed nothing in my actions.
Alright,
Is
and
there any-
you go up ahead, and you sort of come to a dead end here, and there is like this rough-looking map on the wall here, and it's a map of the sewers.
Is there any markings on the map?
There is. There is a small marking on a particular location of the map.
Can I tell which way to go to be on that location, or to get to that
Yeah,
location?
you can make out the general layout, and you just find. Actually, make an investigation check. All right. From what you can tell, there is sort of nearby here a grate leading down further into the sewers, and from what you can tell on the map, it's like a disused area of the sewers.
Okay, but I don't know the location of that grate.
Yeah, you head north, then you turn right, and you head south, and then you take a left. I can guide you there
Okay.
if needed, or you could head straight south, and you'd get there a lot quicker. But you'd basically need to shimmy along a very, very narrow ledge or swim through the sewage water to get there. Just as you step off these stairs, though, Ander, two fish-headed humanoids burst out of the water to attack. One next to Thomas, and one next to you, Ander. And they come out wielding these massive staffs in their hand that are ended with a claw, like a pincer. And they use them to try and grab you guys. Kuatoa.
Oh, Toa.
And
Things are hilarious.
I'm going to check for surprise just before we roll initiative. 9. Okay. They make a lot of noise, and when they burst out of the water, they give you 2 seconds for you guys to draw your weapons and react in time. And, alright, good thing you rolled a natural 1, Norin, because you don't have to re-roll your initiative again.
I had it set up as on the sheet as disadvantage, or it should have been, but like regardless, I'm going last.
Okay. All right, Thomas, you're up first.
All right. Okay, I'm actually thinking of being safe.
All right, you throw up a mirror image. Let's see what happens with the arcane weave. Roll on that magic surge table. All right, you basically get an action surge, and you
Nice.
burst of energy, Thomas.
Awesome. Cast Witch Bolt on this thing with, since Tides came back, I'll do it with advantage. I'll use.
Okay, advantage and disadvantage should be a regular attack. Did you roll? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was looking for the pop-up for the level.
Alright, you just shoot a bolt of lightning forward from your hand, and it lances into the Kuatoa, and just there's a chain of lightning connecting your hand and this sort of plug in the Kuatoa, and you continue to shock it. And
Okay, I'm going to drop the torch. And let's see. First, I'm gonna move Ka. Let's see where I'm gonna move her. She's gonna move over here, but she's not gonna attack this turn. I'm going to drop the torch, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this guy. And I'm going to swing twice with the rapier. Oh, I'm gonna draw the rapier and swing.
that hits. This thing just makes this sort of almost croaking sound as it bursts up out of the water, and you just stab it straight in the mouth. And it sort of, you draw the rapier out, it shakes its head, and it's still sort of quite strong. It's not that badly injured.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing again.
That hits. This time you stab it again in the torso. Lets out another croaking sound. Its eyes are like bulbous and has sharp fangs. It just starts thrashing around in the sewage water.
And I'm gonna take an attack opportunity and get away from the edge of the water.
All right, it actually just sort of jumps up and it uses this pincer staff not to attack you, but sort of hoists itself up off the ground, and it sort of uses it like a pole. It swings around on the pole and it actually tries to kick you with this webbed foot. And when that happens, lightning sparks out of its leg. But it misses. Does a full 360-degree spin.
Wow.
Than.
Tola dead, the one that's on Thomas.
Alright, you throw up a Tola the Dead. Kuatoa. What? Makes a saving throw. You end your turn there. Alright, this Kuatoa then, as it comes off of that flip, sort of jumps up onto the ground. And it sees Car. Sees you, Ander. And it actually, it runs at you, Ander. And it jumps at you with like a fly kick that's got lightning coming out of it. It hits you. Hits you for 7 bludgeoning and 1 lightning. And it shocks you.
Actually, okay. I'm gonna use my... Oh, I already used my reaction?
Oh, it shocked your reaction out of you.
Oh.
It leaves you temporarily stunned, and then it sort of flips around and it jumps at Car. And it comes in with a lightning elbow attack at Car. Car hisses, retorts back. The Kuatoa falls forward, and with its sharp, gangly teeth, it tries to bite him. And it crits Car, just chomping onto his tail for 10 piercing damage.
Ouch.
You can see Car from there, right? Okay, cool. Kuatoa ends his turn there. Alright, Kemed, he takes out his light crossbow. And he doesn't poison it. He just takes a shot at the Kuatoa on Car. It hits. And does a sneak attack. Very well placed bolt hits the Kuatoa for 20 damage. Just sticks straight through its gills.
Damn.
And Kemed is going to end his turn there. Alright, this Kuatoa that you've got the lightning attached to, Thomas, roll a 1d20 for your mirror image because it tries to punch you with a lightning fist. Alright, actually, I'll roll its attack. Alright, it hits one of your duplicates and destroys it. It then lunges and tries to bite you. Roll, oh, it's going to miss either way. Alright, it jumps up out of the water and it comes in with a lightning headbutt. Roll another mirror image. It hits you. It headbutts you for 7 damage and shocks your reaction out of you. And then Kuatoa jumps back in the water. Starts swimming away, but lightning's still attached to it. Norin.
Let's see. 10, 15, 20. I'm not gonna be able to reach it regardless. I'll take out one of my javelins and I'll chunk it at the one in the water.
That is a direct hit. pierces into the Kuatoa. Sends the water around it, red with blood.
I don't want to use my action surge yet. That's it.
Thomas.
Alright, I'll use my action to deal some damage.
Alright, you continue to focus on this witch bolt, hitting it for 7 lightning damage.
I'll spend a sorcery point to quicken a chromatic. I'm like in lightning right now. Shoot a ball.
Alright, you hold up your gemstone and a massive crackling surge of lightning snaps onto the Kuatoa, adding to the lightning from the witch bolt and scorches it very badly.
Keep him in range.
And
Okay, I'm gonna command Ka to bite him.
that hits. And Ka just snaps onto the Kuatoa, and you see the Kuatoa's legs and arms jig as it goes limp, and it just loses its balance, splashes into the water dead, bobs up and down in the sewer water.
And that's technically my action, so I cannot do anything else other than attack. So I can't reach anything, so that's my turn.
Dan.
Toll the dead on the last one in the water there.
The Kuatoa fails, and it starts to thrash around and croak. Its eyes bulge even more so. Alright, Kemmed moves to the side, and he sort of notes something. It's attempting to flee. Finish it now. And he takes out his crossbow. And he hits it with a no sneak attack. He hits it for 5 piercing. Not enough to kill it. And just as Kemmed suspected, the Kuatoa attempts to flee. It takes the dash action. And it starts swimming away. Swims to the east. May be able to still get it. If it takes another turn, it'll be long gone. Norin.
Let's see. I'm actually gonna 20 and 30. Would I actually be able to see it from here, or?
Yeah. And his torch is illuminating it.
Okay. I'll throw another javelin. This will be at disadvantage.
Still a hit. The javelin just arcs straight over the hub, and it just hits the Kuatoa in the back of the head, and the Kuatoa just
Nice shot,
falls
Lauren.
dead. And the stream of this sewage water slowly drags the body back down and just swells around this central hub.
Well done.
And as it goes past Norin, you can pull your javelin out of its head.
I need to. I'm thinking about getting dual wielder just so I can pull 2 javelins to throw.
That's... Oh, it works with range attacks as well. That's nice.
As you pull up the Kuatoa on the end of your spear, Norin, you notice that both of them have some coin pouches attached to their waistbands.
Cool.
And it's kind of dirty and soggy, but inside each one has 4 gold pieces and 11 silver, so 8 GP, 22 SP, and collectively they actually have a set of mason's tools on them as well.
Oh, wow.
Chisels, whatnot.
Okay.
That's always good to have.
Yeah, we have an extra set of masons.
And nothing else on their person is valuable. Unless anyone needs a loincloth.
Nope.
Gonna feed Ka 5 my good berries. Give it a little more hit points.
He hisses a thank you. And his forked tongue just eats up each berry. Alright, when you compare your map to the one that Than has, you can easily discern your location, and you look at like possible places where someone could be lairing down here, and everything seems to point to the sewer grate that leads down. And basically, if you go off to the left, it's just going to lead you into a random place of the sewers. You see, it's just like tunnels after tunnels leading to different establishments and whatnot.
So we need to go this way then.
Yes, the problem is there is barely a 2-foot gap for you to sort of traverse. You're going to be having to walk through the sewage water.
So if we do that, isn't it better to just go south and cut all the... You said that we need to go north, then right, then south. So
yeah.
Is that, since we are taking the risk of falling in the water, can we just go south over here?
Sure.
Is that a shortcut?
Yeah.
Or a long safe cut.
It's about the same almost.
Okay.
The long, safe way.
So I told everybody to follow me.
There is
I
a
showed
possibility of staying out of the sewage water. You will need to make, it'll be very difficult, an acrobatics check.
I still don't know the cat caught something in the water.
Well, you don't think it's, well, with your nature check before, Ander, you're not really aware that swimming in sewage water could be bad for your health.
So we have to go across here. How many checks do we need to make?
To get across the bridge, 1, an acrobatics check. Kemet manages to get across.
I'll put guidance on whoever is going across.
I
Me.
will. Okay, Thomas can go first.
Okay, Thomas, you easily get across. It's not very difficult.
Same for you, Norn.
I'll go.
Yep, and even you're feeling a bit of lethargy there, Norin. You still get across easily.
I get it. I do it myself as well.
And you get across easily as well. Alright, so you come to this small area here where Ander found the map. And now there's just like 2 or 3 feet worth of sewage water sort of flowing into the central hub. And
Okay,
it's like
so
a very
I'll
narrow
go
gap.
I'll go in front, and can I walk through this edge?
You can try to. It's going to be very hard if you don't want to go on the sewer water.
Yeah, I'll try to.
I'll put guidance on Ander.
Okay.
Or I'll put guidance on everyone that goes across.
And
Wow.
Ka is just gonna go in the sewer water because I don't know what she has.
Okay. Alright, make an acrobatics check, Ander.
Plus guidance. That's a D4.
Alright. You easily manage to shimmy along the side of this narrow pathway and you avoid touching the water. Given the depth of it, Anders, you think even though it's pretty shallow for most people, you'd probably be swimming in it. And Kemet, he just sort of looks at you guys. Well, believe me when I say I've been in worse situations, and he just walks through the water. Just trudges straight through it. Without much concern. Thomas, you managed to shimmy across as well.
Alright, let's see if I follow my S here.
Wait, are we going south or north?
South,
It's actually north.
Oh, it's
Norin,
north.
as you're trying to traverse across, you slip and you just sort of splash into the water. And it's not very deep, but given the fact that you slip, you actually sort of fall in the sewage water. And you need to make a constitution save.
It would have been better if I just walked through the water.
Okay. Again, you can make me a nature check as well, Norin. See if you know what you're actually trying to avoid.
Nope.
Yeah, you just think it's just natural water. You can't imagine there's much harm that's going to come to it if you get a bit in your mouth.
Well, imagine it stinks. I don't think he would.
Oh, it does smell horrible.
I don't think he would drink any.
Tasty.
I've been in much worse as well. I'll just walk through.
Alright, then you just walk through it. Okay. Yeah, Norin, you got something in your mouth, a bit sludgy something.
Ew.
Howdy-ho.
Mr. Hanky.
You got poo-poos in your mouth.
And actually, Norin, you're not feeling too bad. You just
It's a bit nutty.
it's not too bad at all. Alright, as you guys make your way up, this is the pathway that you want to take.
Okay.
So-
So I had to cross.
Or do we want to go up and explore and get that +3 crossbow that's over here?
Okay.
Wait, do we know if there's some kind of controls up here from the...
You've already passed the control room. It was the first room with the wheel. No.
All right. I'm going to mount on Ka, and she's gonna swim me across this sewer canal.
Alright, Car makes herself into a bridge. You just go across. Alright, you
go
see
across.
a very
up here marked as
narrow pathway. Alright, as you're exploring up there with Than, suddenly you guys are surprised. Hiding behind these pillars are rat-headed humanoids with red glowing eyes.
Yes. Cool.
Ethereum.
Let me roll my initiative again.
Where are your teenage turtle?
And
They're
rat folk.
They're all carrying miscellaneous +3 weapons.
Unless you've got at least 24 on your passive perception, you are surprised. As you guys come around the corner here, they start like peppering you guys with crossbow bolts, and I'm going to roll individual stealth checks to see if they're hidden. And this will be for this guy. 14. Alright, Thomas. Although you're surprised, you sort of look over and you just see the red glow of his eyes before he shoots. So he doesn't have advantage on you. Just shoots you with a crossbow. But the bolt hits you for 4 piercing damage. And you see this long pink tail just sort of curling around from behind this pillar. There are a number of pillars sort of supporting the ceiling here. Alright, this rat folk, he will make a stealth check for hiding. Alright, this time you guys don't see it, and he attacks, having advantage from being unseen. Shoots at Thomas. The bolt misses you, and as they're shooting, they're revealing their locations. No longer hidden. And you're surprised, and surprised. This rat folk makes a stealth check. And he's hidden, he has advantage, he takes a shot at Thomas. 13, another bolt whizzes by you. Next rat folk. He's hidden. He shoots at you, Thomas. And he hits you. And he sneak attacks. Hitting you for a total of 7 damage. He then takes a dagger and he rushes you in melee. Hissing at you. Unless you're surprised, Norin. Last rat folk rogue rolls to be hidden. And he sort of stumbles forward. He just runs up you, engages you with melee, Thomas. And with pack tactics, he has advantage. He comes at you with a dagger. And he stabs into your neck with a crit for 17 points of damage. Basically, you've walked around the corner, Thomas, and just blackout. Then you see a rat folk run out and stab Thomas in the neck. He falls to the ground bleeding.
Thomas, no!
Okay, these rat folk are no longer hidden. And this one takes a shot at Than with advantage from pack tactics. It hits. And he does sneak attack. He hits you for 5 piercing damage then. This guy shoots you as well. A 17 clings off your shield. Then you're up.
Okay. I'm going to cast... I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Thomas. So you get 20 hit points back.
Wow.
Alright, the wound around your neck seals up.
And I'm gonna... Can I grab Thomas and pull him back?
You can, but it's an action to do that.
Okay, so I can't because I've already used my action to cast a spell. Alright. There's nothing else I can really do. I'm gonna move up in front of Thomas and just yell at these rat bastards.
Shouldn't have come down here, friend. Now you're dead.
Oh, you're the one that's gonna be dead. You beady-faced.
Hey.
Red-eyed.
Shush, you giant chunk of cheese. You brie-faced. You think you're gooder than us?
I'm gonna give you some Swiss cheese.
And
Okay, I'm still mounting on Ka, so I'm gonna command her to move over here. And is she? Yeah, she's there. And I'm gonna command her to bite this guy.
that hits, and out of nowhere, a car just sort of leaps into action, snaps onto the rat folk's neck, and he sort of hisses and he is struggling to breathe. Takes 15 damage.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna move my Hunter's Mark on him and swing.
That hits, and you just jam the rapier into his eye socket, straight through his skull. He hits the ground dead.
And I'm going to dismount and step in front of God.
Swiss cheese.
All right. This rat folk, he sort of steps forward, and he takes out like 3 daggers in one hand, And he sort of does this triple throw in a flurry of daggers. Special ability. So he makes 1 dagger attack on Ander, Thomas, and Than. And with pack tactics, they have advantage. Regular attack against you, Thomas. The first dagger attack is on Ander. 17. Miss. Flings against your shield. Next one on Thomas. And Thomas, still a crit.
God, really?
Alright, it's a crit for 11 damage. And the third attack will be at Than. That hits for 4 piercing damage. Alright, this rat folk just bleeds out everywhere. Thomas.
Wow. Use half my movement to stand. It's my action to disengage. Use the rest of my movement to get there. And I'll quicken a firebolt at the one that's next.
That hits him. Scorches half of his rat face. But then he's still standing and he sneers at you. Ah, you'll have to do better than that.
Jeez.
Kill him, Norm. Kill him. Give
How?
him serve some Swiss cheese.
What did you say, Norin? Jesus.
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 How high is it? Like getting up? Is it a difficult terrain getting up and down?
Yeah. If you don't have a climb speed, it's like a 4-foot drop down, back up.
Well, with Thomas and Caw there, I would still have to dash just to get in there.
Unless you just walk in the sewage water.
Well, if I don't have a climb speed, it's gonna.
Oh yeah, that would still be 30.
So it would still be too much.
Javelins, yo. Javelins.
Yeah, I'll come up and pull out a javelin. I feel like I say that a lot now. And I'll throw it at this guy. I mean, kind of defeats the whole purpose of my class, but I'm cool with it.
That hits. Alright, you stab him with the javelin and it almost drops him. Just sticks into his chest.
Do it again.
I can't draw more than one javelin in a turn.
Well, when
That's
you start, you have a weapon drawn already. So
What?
whatever that weapon is.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will do that. I'll throw another one.
Everything we've gone against with javelins, just throw 2 javelins, 3 javelins.
Javelins, you only get one interactive object per turn.
Yeah,
It's not
That's why thrown weapons are not as good as actual ranged weapons, but
Yeah. I guess the beauty about them is they can be used as a melee as well. A 14 misses.
Yep. Okay. I'll make my turn then.
Alright, this rat folk, he sort of just scurries around. He's going to stab forward at Than. Dagger. It hits. And he plunges the dagger into you for 6 piercing damage. Then he uses cunning action.
Sorry, to whom?
To you. You're the only one he's next to. And then he uses cunning action to disengage. And he runs back. Hides around here a little bit. And as that happens, a rat folk runs up on you, Than. Ah! And as he's running over, he throws a dagger at you. And it misses. And he just ends his turn up in your face there. And this rat folk, he takes a shot at you with the crossbow, Than, at advantage. Pack tactics. And he hits you for 10 piercing damage with a sneak attack. He ends his turn there. And you're up.
Cool. Toll the dead on the guy that's running away.
He fails, and he just collapses to the ground dead.
All right, and I will. Oops. I didn't take the damage for some reason. Okay, and I'm gonna bolt out of here. I'm gonna try to get back. So
Alright, as you move away,
about there.
the rat folk, he will lunge at you with the dagger. It's a miss. You sort of splash into the sewage water. It's only a couple of feet deep.
Okay. And that should be good for my turn.
Anda.
Okay, Kaz gonna move over here, and she's gonna bite the one in front of me.
She just straight over your shoulder, leaps through the air, and attaches to the rat folk's neck, and he just chokes until he collapses to the ground dead.
Nice. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna move the Hunter's Mark to this guy. Going to step forward and swing.
That hits. Just stab him straight in the neck, and it kills him instantly.
Oh my god. I give a thumbs up to Ka. Good teamwork.
The other rat folk yells out, "No, Master Shredder!" Thomas. Who will look after your pet turtles now?
This guy might try to run, so I'm gonna Ray of Frost him.
Okay. He dodges out of the way. Hisses and turns his head. You see his red glowing eyes through his whiskers. Two ratty buck teeth. Hissing some more. Norin.
I really need to get like a halberd or something. I'll run forward. And as I run forward, I'll take the last javelin that I have at the moment. The other two, one's, I don't know where it went. The other one's inside of another one of these rat guys. But I'll draw it and chunk it as I'm running.
You're the one that you got off the goblin. It just sort of flows by in the sewage just at the right time. You pick it up, and that hits. All right, you stab into the rat folk, and it almost kills him.
That's pretty much all I can do.
All right, this rat folk, he runs. He jumps into the sewage water, and he runs 25 feet. And then he uses his action to dash and his bonus action to dash. And he runs straight into Kemet, who just holds out his short sword, and Kemet just kills him. He just throws the rat folk body onto this stone surface. Always
Like my job.
watch the exits, Cameron says.
You guys
Search
want
the area, search the bodies.
Okay, you guys search the bodies, and their daggers are nothing more than just gnarled pieces of metal. But their light crossbows are actually in decent condition, and there are 5 of them. You're actually surprised about how good condition they are. They each have a coin pouch with a total of... They've got gold pieces in there. Total of 121 gold pieces.
Oh wow.
Nice rolling.
But other than that, they don't have anything else on them, and there's nothing else in the area. One of them, the one that they referred to as Master Shredder, actually has some nice studded leather armor as well that could be salvaged.
Oh, I'll take that. The future, I want to put on car. So to do armor on Ka, do I have to buy a normal leather armor and then pay somebody to modify it?
No,
or is that...
it's like custom made, and
Okay.
yeah, it costs just
So it
4
wouldn't
times
work.
the usual price. Well,
Alright.
yeah, you could like sell them the armor. They can use it towards it. Like,
Right, so
half the
the
price.
started leather goes into the party loot.
Yeah, we have 4 sets of studded leather armor in the party loot
Well,
right now.
we do now. I just added.
Yeah.
that
So
one.
if you wanted to get the armor made for Car from collecting studded leather, you'd need 16 suits.
Oh,
Damn.
almost getting there. So the light crossbow, I'm gonna take one of them. And how many arrows do I find?
They've got 76 crossbow bolts. Plenty.
We have a lot of crossbows
And-
in the inventories.
As you guys search the area, everybody make me an investigation check.
Oh. Too bad. It's a
Alright. Norin, in one of these stone pillars, you find a secret compartment. And there is some sort of thick black unguent. It looks like some sort of poison just in this little sort of leather wrap. And someone can make a nature check to identify the nature of the poison. Alright, Thomas. Alright, Andy, you're like gonna like dip your finger in and taste it. And then Thomas stops you and tells you that it's a contact poison called Oil of Taget. We've got no idea how you know this, Thomas. Maybe your master told you about it. And basically, it's a contact poison, so you can apply it to a weapon or 3 pieces of ammunition. It takes 1 minute to apply. And when they're hit by it, they have to make a con save or they get poisoned for 24 hours. And if they're poisoned this way, they're unconscious. Very potent.
Who wants that?
Wow.
There's enough for 1 dose there. It's like this very thick black grease. Sort of wrapped up in just a
It's got a lot
flap of
Put
leather.
that in the party loop for him.
I think Noran, you're a fighter, right? Like fighters can swing a lot, so it will be good on you, I think.
I mean, I'd put it on a javelin probably, but
That would be the world's deadliest
How
javelin.
long did it take to put on?
Takes 1 minute to apply it. So it's the sort of thing you do before
before
the fight.
fight.
Actually, wait. minute, or I think I might be getting confused with something else. I think it's an
Or does it
action.
last for a minute once you apply it?
No, it's poison for 24 hours.
Well, I mean, it stays on the weapon for a minute is what I mean.
Oh.
The poison effect.
So you
It's
can
an
set
action,
it up.
sorry, an action to apply it, and it lasts for until it's used. It does not dry up after a minute.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You can designate a javelin.
Yeah. So that javelin will remain poisoned as long as it doesn't like go in like water or something and it gets washed off. Or even if it got splash water on it, like you'd have to. It's like very, very thick and greasy. You'd have to purposely clean it off. But yeah, it'll last until it's used. It doesn't dry up. Not like a basic sort of poison.
So when you mean until it's used is until it stabs somebody, right?
Yeah, and then after you stab someone, it gets used up.
Okay. Yeah, Norin, you take it.
All right.
You guys want to rest in here, or?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, everyone, take a short rest. And when you do that, I need Than and Thomas and Kemed to make Constitution saves.
Oh shit! We need to sleep.
It's not for tiredness. It's just being in this infested area. Filth everywhere. Alright, and you start to get a slight sore throat.
Something tells me that it's not very nice.
Alright, with that short rest, you know that that drain is quite close by. And we'll end today's session here
Alrighty.
as you draw closer to it. And next session, you guys will hit level 6 as well. So have something in mind for when you level up. And I'll see you guys then.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
I need to look for a magic javelin is what I need. Need one that returns to my hand.
Javelin of Return.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Take care.
All right. See you guys.
I think the blood spears.